Welcome to the fantasy audiobook. Naruto. Sign in from the system-Logia, obtain the thunder fruit at the beginning. Chapter 81. Master Zion, I will listen to your dispatch in the future. Uchiha Madara said so, and White Zetsu only obeyed. White Zetsu, now you go to Kurigakure immediately, and help me find out which family of blood heirs and geniuses in Kurigakure, and what geniuses with extraordinary talents, I need a list of them. Then Zion began to dominate White Zetsu in front of Uchiha Madara. In fact, it doesn't make sense to not carry Uchiha Madara on his back, because what he wants White Zetsu to do, White Zetsu will definitely tell Uchiha Madara afterwards. But the most critical core secret, Uchiha Madara, is definitely not known. Because Zion has already decided that White Zetsu is only responsible for spying on information. As for what Zion wants to do with this information, it is impossible for White Zetsu to know. Zion won't let him know. That's right, Zion wants White Zetsu to sneak into Kurigakure, just to see what geniuses Kurigakure has now. In terms of the blood succession boundary clan, if Konoha is the number one in the ninja world, Kurigakure is the second well-deserved one. What kind of Ghost Lamp clan, Wei Yoruichi clan, Snow clan, there are too many ninjas in the blood. Even the future 5th Mizukage Terumime will have 2 blood inheritance limits. In addition, the 7 Jonin knives should be almost born at this time. Kurigakure's genius can be used for himself. As for how to make them play for Cloud Shinobi village, Zion has already thought about it. The most important thing is that the timeline is too early now. Zion is not sure how many geniuses Kurigakure has, so he asked White Zetsu to confirm. If there are enough geniuses, Zion will also be ready to act. Zion then left Uchiha Madara and met the Konoha shinobi who brought people to spy on the information. Sarutobi Hiruzen was not at ease because the movement just now was too big, so he sent Konoha shinobi to see what happened. Not only Sarutobi Hiruzen, but also the leader of Grassland and Hanzo of the Salamander sent ninjas. Zion happened to meet Konoha shinobi. It can only be said that it is inherently wrong to deal with it. This time, the ninja sent by Sarutobi Hiruzen to spy on intelligence is still Zion's old acquaintance, Konoha's white fangya Hataki Sukumo. Hataki Sukumo didn't want to meet Zion, but Zion was too fast. He hadn't reacted yet, he had met Zion. Master Fourth Raikage, what happened here just now? Hataki Sukumo still didn't give up, ready to ask tentatively. In order not to annoy Zion, Hataki Shumao also used honorifics. Because many residents of Fire Country said that they saw a giant monster, which is bigger than the mountain peak, probably more than 1 kilometer. So Hataki Sukumo was very unwilling and wanted to ask more clearly. If it was really made by Zion, it would be terrible. 1,000-meter monster, even 9 tails is like a kid in front of it. Yes, do you want to see it? I can show you inside right now. Zion didn't hide it, and there was nothing to hide. Many people have seen Konoha's ability to combine fruit, so there is no need to hide it. No, if it's okay, I will withdraw first. Then Hataki Sukumo hurried away with a few Konoha shinobi. At the same time, his heart surged. Yui Zion really got the monster that was thousands of meters away. If Naruto-sama knows this information, I don't know what he will be worried about. I'm afraid his hair will be completely white. Seeing that Hataki Shumo led the people to retreat, Zion didn't bother to take care of it. Now he has to find a place to buy gifts for Kushina and Makoto. Zion then went to the nearest small business district. Interesting, Senju Tsunade is here. As soon as he stepped into that commercial street, Zion could perceive chakra from Tsunade, but chakra Zion of other Senju tribes did not perceive it. And the chakra of Tutai is not there, indicating that the Senju clan is elsewhere, and Tutai and the others continue to monitor it. What interests Zion is that Tsunade's chakra is in a casino. I can only say that Senju Tsunade is an individual talent. With the Senju clan roaming around, he can still find time to come to the casino. Gambling on dogs is really scary. It looks like you can make a fortune. Then Zion smiled at the corner of his mouth and went to the casino where Tsunade was located, and sat next to Tsunade. At this time, Tsunade was looking at the gaming table intently, completely unaware of Zion's existence. Zion then started to bet. The rules for betting are also very simple. Just bet against Tsunade. After a few hours, Zion had a lot of chips in front of him. Almost all the chips on the gaming table were in Zion's place. When these chips are converted into money, it is roughly at least several 100 million taels. No way, now the name of Tsunade Big Sheep has not been spread out. Many casino people think she is one of Konoha Sanin, and they all bet with her, thinking that they can make a lot of money. Who would have thought that Konoha Sanin's luck in gambling would be as much as he could, and soon he lost all of them. Hey, you fool, did you deliberately act against me? Are you out of the house? Tsunade had lost all and was very upset. Seeing that almost all the chips on the gaming table were piled up in front of one person, he questioned loudly. But when she saw the other person's appearance, Tsunade was stunned. You, aren't you fourth rakeage? You are also interested in gambling. Tsunade recognized Zion, and his tone became less arrogant. After all, even if Zion went out of the country, he wouldn't dare to say anything. Hee, it's okay, just come over and play too when you have time. But you still have time to come to the casino. You are not afraid of being taken advantage of by the Senju clan while you are away. Zion teased. I have to say that Tsunade's heart is really big. Ahem, don't talk about this yet, fourth rakeage, can you do me a favor? Then Tsunade's face suddenly flushed, and he stammered. Let's talk, why are you busy? Zion asked. Could you lend me some money? I need it urgently, and I will definitely repay it twice. Tsunade's tone was very anxious, and it seemed that he was really anxious. Don't you borrow money and gamble again? Then when will you be able to afford it? No, I'm going to buy some supplies. If we lose all of them today, the Senju family will run out of food. Tsunade said dejectedly. Are you coming to the casino to earn living expenses? Newbie. Zion laughed as soon as he heard it. She deserves to be the granddaughter of Senju Hashirama, who dared to love her because she took out all the money and supplies of the Senju clan for gambling. You are really amazing. The Senju clan must be stared at by many ninjas from Shinobu village. You ran to gamble alone, leaving all the Senju clan behind. And still use the last material money. Tsunade, you still have no brains. Zion looked up and down Tsunade. The Tsunade now has the faint feeling of a cow, but it has not fully developed to the level of AG-level nuclear bomb. What does fierceness have to do with no brains? Tsunade asked curiously. Your focus is really strange. You can borrow, but you can't lend you directly. You must buy supplies, otherwise you will gamble again. Zion thought for a while, and then came up with a way. The talent of the Senju clan is still good, and it is the best to play for Cloud Shinobi village. Moreover, judging from the intelligence of Tutai in the past few months, the Senju clan really did not have any plans to join other Shinobu villages. Zion felt that this was a good opportunity to win over the hearts of the people. The Senju family and leaders like Tsunade have been hanging around outside for more than 3 months. I am afraid they have also been deeply educated by the social beating, and their thinking will definitely change. After all, the patriarch is a person who can take the final material funds to the gambling table and make a comeback. What kind of life the Senju family have lived in these 3 months can be easily understood. If it weren't for Tsunade to be Senju Hashirama's granddaughter, I'm afraid there will be a coup within the Senju clan. Thank you, fourth rakeage, I will be grateful to you. Hearing that Zion was willing to borrow money from herself, Tsunade was finally relieved. If I can't bring anything back today, the Senju people will run out of supplies. Then Zion and Tsunade came to the market to purchase a large number of supplies, and then Tsunade used Shadow Clone to carry these supplies away in batches. Zion won't help Tsunade carry supplies. After all, Tsunade and herself are not relatives, so it would be nice to be able to lend her money. Don't look at Tsunade's use of Shadow Clone in the original work, but that doesn't mean she doesn't. In fact, many cage-level powerhouses, including the elite Jonin, will use this ninjutsu. It is not impossible that Tsunade is a quasi-cage-level powerhouse who is born in Konoha. No, the Senju people are in danger. Halfway through, Tsunade's tone suddenly rushed, and then his pace also quickened. She left a special barrier before leaving the clan. If the barrier is broken, it means that someone has invaded, and she can perceive it for the first time. Hearing that Zion also chased after him, coming early is not as good as coming. You are running too slow. At this speed, the Senju clan will probably be destroyed. Then Zion glanced at Tsunade disgustingly, and put her arms around Tsunade's waist. A princess hugged her in her arms, and Zion felt that some wonderful part was always touching her chest. However, the situation is critical and Zion is not in the mood to enjoy it, because Zion's experience has already sensed that the Senju tribe is under siege, and the situation is very bad. Even Tutai participated in the war, but they still couldn't reverse the situation. It seems that Ninja Village who wants to wipe out the Senju tribe is no longer in the minority. Transformed into a thunder and lightning, Zion rushed to the scene of the battle within a few minutes. Sure enough, the Senju tribe, Tutai and others are fighting side by side, and hundreds of enemies are being dealt with. Judging from the quality of chakra, everyone is at least at the Jonin level, and the ninjutsu used is also very complicated. At first glance, they are not from the same village. This is also very understandable. No one of your Senju clan wants to join, so you have to kill you and study your talents. This kind of good thing, if you fall behind, you will not even have to drink the soup, so it is estimated that the major ninja villages must have sent ninjas to kill the Senju clan. As for whether Konoha has Zion or not, I don't know. Master Tsunade, are you finally back? Master Tsunade is back. Quickly, we are saved. The one with Tsunade-sama is fourth Raikage. Is fourth Raikage here too? Seeing the figures of Tsunade and Zion, the Senju tribe was pleasantly surprised. They knew that fourth Raikage was definitely helping them, because Cloud Shinobi village, fourth Raikage's assistant, was already helping them annihilate the enemy. Master Raikage is here. Great, Lord Raikage, you will actually appear here. In addition to the Senju tribe, the 10 elite Jonin of Cloud Shinobi, such as Tutai, were also pleasantly surprised. After all, the enemy has too many people to dispatch this time, and they all find it difficult. Actually attacking the Senju family while I'm not here, go and die. As soon as he arrived at the scene, Tsunade immediately jumped out of Zion's arms and joined the battle. The furious Tsunade chakra leaked out. Almost an enemy can be knocked over with a strange punch. I didn't expect to be back so soon, and the opponent actually has fourth Raikage. Seeing Zion's figure, the enemies on the scene immediately seemed as if they had seen a ghost. They immediately lost their will to fight and ran away, regardless of the task. After all, fourth Raikage's name had already risen to fame in the Second Ninja War. Diaresis the ninja from Cloud Shinobi village wants to leave after hurting me. Leave it to me. Zion also shot, screamed coldly and waved with one hand. Dozens of sky thunders instantly sank from the sky, killing a dozen enemies who wanted to escape. The Senju people and the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village retreat, you will hinder me. Zion then ordered that there was a melee on the scene, and it was not convenient for him to use his abilities on a large scale. Hearing that the Senju tribe and Tutai led them to retreat immediately, even Tsunade retreated. 100 million volts Thunder Dragon. After waiting for the Senju tribe and Cloud Shinobi village ninjas to retreat, Zion began to exert his strength. As the thunder and lightning poured out from the body, it turned into a thunder dragon tens of meters long in the air, roaring and biting at the ninjas fleeing in all directions. Boom boom boom. In an instant, dozens of ninjas died under the thunder dragon. Not only that, Zion also turned into a thunderbolt and shuttled among the enemies trying to escape. Every time the thunder light sounded, a ninja was killed on the spot. In less than 5 minutes, all the enemies that could be seen on the scene had been cleaned up by Zion, and Zion who had escaped didn't bother to chase him. Tutai, go and confirm the identities of these ninjas. Zion ordered. Yes, Lord Raikage. Then Tutai led the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village to identify the corpse at the scene. These fools, they must pay their lives. At the same time, the furious Tsunade also leaked out of chakra, which suddenly shook the ground apart. At least half of the Senju people died this time. At present, there are only dozens of Senju people left, and more than half of them are not ninjas but civilians. Thanks fourth Raikage for his rescue. After venting, Tsunade also came to Zion to thank him. If it hadn't been for Zion today, then the Senju clan must have been wiped out. Thank you Lord fourth Raikage for your help. At this time, behind Tsunade, the Senju tribe, headed by Senju Fengjian, also thanked Zion. In the past 3 months, they finally understood the cruelty of Zion's Chunin world. In fact, they have suffered far more attacks than this one. In the past 3 months, at least once a week, envoys sent by other shinobu village wanted to persuade the Senju clan. Once persuasion is unsuccessful, they will be attacked immediately. In addition to these troubles, there are also economic troubles. Without the big tree Konoha, the Senju clan immediately cut off the largest source of income. After cutting off the contact with Konoha, the Senju clan had nowhere to pick it up even if they wanted to pick up the task, so they could only force Tsunade to try their luck at the gambling table. I won the clubhouse, but I lost the sea and couldn't even find a place to work. With Tsunade's gambling luck, the result can be imagined. Today is indeed lucky for the Senju family, met Zion. If you haven't met, the Senju family is afraid to explain here. Master Rakage, the identity of the deceased has been investigated. A total of ninjas died at the scene, including the ninjas of Tsunade, the ninjas of the Rain Country, the ninjas of Iwagakure, the ninjas of Kurigakure, and the ninjas of Konoha, a total of 7 or 8 ninjas from different ninja villages. At the same time, Tutai also reported the identity of the deceased to Zion. Sure enough, is there a Konoha ninja? Zion smiled. He knew that even if Sarutobi Hiruzen had an old relationship with Tsunade, he would not pursue it. But Danzo, a mad dog, doesn't care about that much. It is absolutely impossible for him to let the talents of the Senju clan flow into other shinobu villages. Hearing that, the Senju people present were shocked. Although they could expect that other ninja villages would take action against the Senju clan, they would never have thought that Konoha would also send a ninja to destroy the Senju clan. High-level Konoha, you really belong to you. Tsunade Chakra burst out again, extremely angry. The Senju clan has dedicated everything to Konoha since his grandfather Senju Hashirama, but this is the end in the end. Other shinobu villages have sufficient reasons to attack the Senju clan, but Konoha actually also attacked the Senju clan. This is not the end of the genocide without the Senju clan being forced. Seeing the reaction of the Senju tribe and Tsunade, Zion smiled slightly. In fact, Konoha Shinobi is a duo played by himself and Tutai. Most of the ninjas who came to attack hid their identities. Some were Sand Shinobi dressed as Rock Shinobi, some were Rock Shinobi dressed as Sand Shinobi, and Mist Shinobi dressed as Rain Country ninjas, and they were all done by pinning their hats on each other. As for whether Konoha sent someone or not, Zion estimated that they probably did, and it should have been sent by Danzo. Why do you ask Zion to know? Are you looking down on my Konoha pot King Shimura Danzo? If any pot is buckled on his forehead, it will be done, and it will not go wrong. Isn't this kind of thing expected a long time ago? How about it, do you still think you can lead the Senju family to the ninja world? Zion said flatly, while observing the expressions of Tsunade and Senju. Master Tsunade, I think Master Fourth Rakage is right. You know what happened to us in the past 3 months. If you don't join a big power, the Senju clan will definitely be annihilated. At this time, several Senju tribesmen headed by Senju Kazemi came to Tsunade and blew wind in their ears. In fact, they have long wanted to join Cloud Shinobi village, but Tsunade still has an obsession with Konoha. Tsunade's prestige is extremely high, and they don't want to betray Tsunade. But now Konoha has sent people to hunt down the Senju clan. Even if he has deep obsessions, he should be cut off. Okay, I understand. I am willing to lead the Senju tribe to join Cloud Shinobi village, and I also ask Fourth Rakage not to dislike it. Tsunade finally figured it out. For Konoha, she didn't miss her anymore, only disgusting in her heart. Since the death of his own grandfather and second grandfather, the Senju family don't know how many times they have been disgusted by the senior Konoha. Even the Senju clan has become the sinners who secretly pass Cloud Shinobi village in the hearts of the common people in Konoha, and they have become a clan who bears the humiliation. As for the Senju clan after leaving, it is estimated that Konoha's senior management will spare no effort to discuss the Senju clan in order to maintain his image. Konoha now has nothing to do with the Senju clan founded by his grandfather. Master Tsunade, you finally figured it out. After hearing Tsunade's words, Senju Kazejian waited until the Senju clan almost shed tears. For these 3 months, they had had enough of those days, and now they just wanted to find a big tree to stop with peace of mind, cultivate their strength, and then take revenge on Konoha. By the way, Lord Fourth Rakage, now that the Senju clan have joined Cloud Shinobi village, you don't have to pay back the money you lent me. Then the Tsunade chicken thief looked at Zion with anticipation in his eyes. No need to pay it back. Zion waved a big hand and graciously forgave Tsunade's debt. In total, I didn't borrow tens of millions of taels to Tsunade, and it was worth the tens of millions to be able to bring in the Senju clan to join Cloud Shinobi village. Great, fourth Raikage, you really are a good person. Then Tsunade hugged Zion excitedly, and accidentally rubbed Zion on a certain part. Pay attention to the influence. Zion patted Tsunade on the back. With such a mysterious feeling, his little tent was almost set up, and it was not easy to be seen by others. I am a Raikage, and I still have to keep the personality. Then Zion led the Han tribe, Tutai and others back to Cloud Shinobi village. The Senju clan was taken over by Cloud Shinobi village. This news also spread throughout the ninja world. Whether it is Onoki, 3rd Kazekage, or Sen Sarutobi Hiruzen, or even 3rd Mizukage, they are all worried about this. After all, everyone knows how terrifying the talents of the Senju clan are. The inherent sage body quality allows them to get twice the result with half the effort no matter how they learn any ninjutsu, and they are much more powerful than ordinary ninjas. After joining Cloud Shinobi village, Cloud Shinobi village's combat power has been effectively supplemented, and the threat is even greater. But even if they knew that the Senju family was taken over by Cloud Shinobi village, they still dare not do anything. The strength of Cloud Shinobi village is not something their village can afford, so the major cage levels can only complain secretly. Finally back, Makoto, have you missed me for so many days? After returning to Cloud Shinobi village, the Senju family was settled first, and a piece of land close to the Yaoi family and the Vortex family was set aside for them, and Zion came to the Raikage office. I haven't seen Makoto for a few days, so I miss it a bit. Of course, hold one. Makoto stretched, stood up and had a close contact with Zion. I will sprinkle dog food as soon as I come back, Kushina said angrily. Don't be angry, see what I brought you back. Zion then put the prepared gift in front of Kushina. Wow, Zion, you are so kind. Seeing so many gifts, they were all asked for by name at the beginning, Kushina threw in Zion's arms in surprise. Isn't it just a few gifts? As for so excited, Makoto looked at Kushina, who was successful in Zion's arms, a little speechless. It's not easy for such a small girl to take the opportunity to wipe the oil. As for, Kushina nodded, and finally got a chance. Of course, she had to stay in Zion's arms for a while. By the way, Kushina, how are you doing Rasengan? With my talent, of course I'm almost practicing. Kushina said confidently. I'll be free this time, so I can guide you. Then Zion took Kushina to the training ground for a trial. Sure enough, Kushina's talent is very good, and Rasengan has almost controlled it. In fact, this ninjutsu is not difficult. As long as you understand the basic principles and spend a month or two on it, it will be enough. Even if you don't have talent, you can figure it out in the first half of the year. Zion, is there any other ninjutsu? Kushina's eyes looked straight at Zion. Having learned Rasengan, she is now an unprecedented expansion. At least in the same age group, Kushina feels that she is invincible in Cloud Shinobi village. Do you want to have a body that won't be attacked by ninjutsu like me? Zion thought of snow fruit. This is a Logia devil fruit. Although it is a bit useless, its immunity to ninjutsu and physique is still perverted. Really? Of course. Kushina's eyes went straight when she heard such a good thing. Forget it, I'll give it to you later if I have a chance. Zion thought for a while and let it go. Although snow fruit is Logia, its attack power is not high, so let's wait until you find a fruit suitable for Kushina. In fact, there is one suitable for Kushina, lava fruit, or mara fruit. Both of these fruits are extremely grumpy, and are very counterpoint to her temper. If so, consider using it for Kushina. Then Zion also remembered that it was time to strengthen Yaoi. As a member of Anbu directly under him, only Jonin's strength is not enough. Lee, I have a mysterious fruit here. I researched it. Eating it can increase your strength 100-fold. Are you interested? Find Yaoi 4 Raikage in the original book. Zion takes out Momo fruit. Now Yaoi has become a member of Zion's Anbu directly under the code name Lee. Master Raikage, what are you talking about? Where is such a good thing? Just eating can increase your strength 100-fold. Lee said that he didn't believe it at all. Lee said that he only believes that the sweat and bitterness he shed every day can make himself stronger. You'll know if you try it, and you're guaranteed to be satisfied. Zion handed the Momo fruit to Yui. Since you don't believe it, let you believe it. Really? Yui doubted, but thinking that this was Master Raikage's words, he still ate it. What is this? It's too unpalatable. Yui yelled at the first bite he took. Then Lee stopped screaming, because he found that after eating this thing, his body seemed to have undergone a wonderful change. There is a kind of magical power in his body. Lee, now you try to see if there is any change in your moves. Seeing Yui's reaction, Zion knew that it was the fruit ability that came into play. Okay, Lord Raikage, I will try. Lateral bolt of pain, chop. Entering the lightning-style chakra mode, Yui smashed the ground in front of him into a pit several meters deep with a single blow, which was as powerful as Tsunade's strange punch. Why did my power suddenly become so strong? Yui was stunned by the scene before her eyes. At Jonin's current level, lateral bolt of pain, chop can interrupt a tree at most, and now it can actually smash the ground into a big hole. I told you that if you eat this kind of thing, you can immediately increase your strength and your speed. This is called Devil's Power, and it can also be exercised. In the highest case, it can be increased by 100 times. Zion explained to Yui. Master Raikage, this is amazing. Yui said that it was incredible, and the three views were about to be subverted. It turns out that there is really something in the world that you can become stronger by eating one thing. Remember, don't rely too much on this kind of power, your own cultivation is also very important. Then Zion told Yui, hoping that he would not rely too much on the fruit ability. No matter how good the fruit is, if it does not have its own strong strength as a foundation, it will be wasted for nothing. There are too many such capable people. If he can practice properly, with Yui's level in the future, coupled with Momoguo's ability, he must be able to become a cage-level peak powerhouse, and it is not impossible for him to even exceed cage level with 1 foot. After all, the only weakness of Raikage is that there is no ninjutsu of mass destruction. But if the destructive power is increased 100 times, how can it be possible to have weapons of mass destruction? Yes, Lord Raikage, I know. Yui knelt on one knee and expressed loyalty to Zion. Okay, I have something to do next, you can continue to practice. Then Zion left and went outside Cloud Shinobi village. Because Zion felt the breath of White Zetsu, he must have returned from Kurigakure. For White Zetsu, Zion will not let him step into Cloud Shinobi village, so every time I exchange information, it will be conducted outside Cloud Shinobi village. Why, what geniuses does Kurigakure have now? Zion asked immediately after seeing White Zetsu. Reporting to Master Zion, Kurigakure's genius and the big clans of the blood succession boundary, I have recorded them in detail. Then White Zetsu handed Zion a scroll. Okay, White Zetsu, you did a great job, I will look for you later if I have something to do. Zion praised White Zetsu, his skill in spying on intelligence is indeed top-notch. Kurigakure's clan, including some talented ninjas, are recorded. Similar to what Zion thought, Mist Shinobi's first generation 7 ninja swords, plus Wei Yoruichi, Snow Clan, and Ghost Lantern Clan all possess a lot of genius. It's time for these geniuses to play for Cloud Shinobi village. After letting White Zetsu leave, Zion was also ready to enter Kurigakure. Now Kurigakure's ruler should be 3rd Mizukage. Under his administration, Kurigakure has ushered in a relatively glorious time. After all, the 7 ninja swords, plus the strengths of the Kurigakure blood succession boundary clan at this time, are very well preserved. Kurigakure's combat power at this time is also in the forefront of the 5 ninja villages, at least much stronger than Iwagakure and Sunagakure. But for Zion who owns 9 Tails Fox Fruit, it is too easy to sneak into Kurigakure. So this time Zion didn't say hello to anyone, and set off for the water country. The land of water is very close to the land of thunder, and you can reach it by boat. Using the power of thunder and lightning, Zion came to the water country in less than half a day. This is the first time Zion has come to water country. In fact, the environment in water country is pretty good. Surrounded by mountains and rivers, it is much better than Iwagakure and Sunagakure, and even better than Cloud Shinobi village, but inferior to Konoha. This can also be seen why Kurigakure has the second most genius and blood inheritance family in the 5 ninja villages. In fact, in terms of talents, Kurigakure is indeed the most shinobu village besides Konoha. The Shueiji Shanji family alone is the second most among the 5 ninja villages, plus the Jonin Knife 7 and other elite Jonin combinations. Kurigakure's military power is not weak. But why they didn't participate in the Second Ninja World War, Zion also doesn't know. Maybe 3rd Mizukage is working hard to develop Kurigakure's strength. Precautions are very strict, but this doesn't bother me. Zion glanced around, using the 9-tails fox fruit to transform into the appearance of a mist shinobi ninja, and then entered Kurigakure openly. There are indeed many geniuses, and the average strength of the ninja is also very strong. After entering Kurigakure, Zion fully opened observation haki, and with Thunder Fruit, the entire Kurigakure was under Zion's monitoring. Since he did not participate in the Second Ninja World War, Kurigakure's forces remained relatively intact, and powerful ninjas were also in the minority. Kurigakure at this time is much stronger than the Blood Fog era of later generations. However, if Zion is worried about it, Kurigakure's Blood Fog era may be coming soon. The purpose of Zion's coming this time is also very clear, that is, to use his Mangekyo Sharingan to do something in Kurigakure. As for what to do, Uchiha Obito has already made clear the direction for Zion. That is to control 3rd Mizukage, so that Kurigakure enters the Age of Blood Fog ahead of time. But Zion didn't want Kurigakure to perish, but wanted Kurigakure's genius to lose faith in the village. In this way, Cloud Shinobi village can win over Kurigakure's genius with integrity. Entering the Mizukage building openly, Zion's disguise was not seen by the guards of the Mizukage building and Mist Shinobi Anbu at all. Is Mizukage-sama here? I have something to ask him. I have important information to tell him about other shinobu villages. Zion questioned a guard, and after receiving the news that 3rd Mizukage was confirmed to be in the office, Zion went directly to Mizukage's office. Master Mizukage, there is an enemy attack. The first time he saw 3rd Mizukage, Zion pretended to be serious. Who will attack? 3rd Mizukage didn't realize the seriousness of the problem, and looked at Zion suspiciously. At the same time, the eyes that had been tightly closed opened a gap. In fact, Zion doesn't know why 3rd Mizukage keeps his eyes closed. Is it possible that he also observation haki? But now 3rd Mizukage's eyes opened. Although there is only one slit, it is enough for Zion. Zion smiled slightly and immediately became himself. Immediately a pair of 3 gold jade Sharingan appeared in Zion's eyes. Sharingan illusory. The pupils in Mangekyo Sharingan turned frantically, and then the eyes of 3rd Mizukage changed into the shape of a 3 gold jade. The hapless 3rd Mizukage, before he realized what was going on, was easily controlled by Zion. After all, this happened so fast that 3rd Mizukage couldn't react at all. Actually, 3rd Mizukage is not to blame. After all, where did he know that Zion entered Kurigakure all the way from the water country, without arousing the suspicion of Mist Shinobi Ninja, so 3rd Mizukage was not at all alert. Unexpectedly, it went smoothly. Seeing that 3rd Mizukage was controlled so easily, Zion also laughed. With a perfect sage body, Sharingan's illusion can easily control the cage-level powerhouse of 3rd Mizukage. Controlling the 3rd Mizukage, this plan has been half successful, and then just let Kurigakure's ninjas kill each other. Then Zion began to read Kurigakure's intelligence and some past information. In fact, Zion had known these information a long time ago, because White Zetsu almost made it clear. But Zion is still going to find out for himself, lest the fellow White Zetsu does anything to him. Fortunately, White Zetsu is very honest, and the information is almost always correct. Zion didn't dare to be honest. If he dared, Zion would go to trouble Uchiha Madara. Just as White Zetsu's information stated, there are 3 blood succession boundary clans in Kurigakure, the Ghost Lamp clan, the Kei Yoruichi clan, and the Snow clan. There are many geniuses in these 3 big clans. For example, the brother of the Ghost Lamp Shueyu in the original book just showed his prowess, and the genius child prodigy Mangyu who can use 7 ninja swords. There are other geniuses, such as the second batch of ninja sword users, such as Loquat Juzo, Wulijinba, Watermelon Mountain Pufferfish Ghost, etc. These people are still little ghosts, but they are 9 or 10 years old. But at Mist Shinobi School, these people have achieved excellent results, and they are all top geniuses. As for the current 7 ninja swordsmen, Zion has never heard of their names, but Zion does not plan to recruit them. Because they have grown up, for Zion, childhood genius is the best control and the best brainwashing. Once they are disappointed in Shinobi Village, they will be completely blackened, and they will work for Cloud Shinobi Village and themselves wholeheartedly. As for adult geniuses, Zion doesn't plan to stay, let's all die. The pot is left to the hapless third Mizukage. Mist Shinobi Anbu takes orders. Zion then took control of third Mizukage and gave orders. There must be frictions in such a big ninja village, especially among the big clans whose blood inherits the boundary. The three big clans like Wei Yoruichi, Snow Clan, and Ghost Lantern Clan have many contradictions in their own right. There are also many contradictions between these big clans and commoner ninjas. Using these contradictions, they can easily break out and kill each other. It's even more simple and rude, just like Uchiha Obito in the original book, let the children kill each other in the ninja school. In short, Zion has many ways to control Kurigakure to achieve his own purpose of scalping the wool. I stayed in Kurigakure for a week or so, and detailed all the plans, including how to let Kurigakure's bloodline family kill each other. How to make Kurigakure's genius feel the village's malice towards them. After planning these in detail, Zion felt that he didn't need to stay here. So a wood clone was left, and Zion left. Wood clone is the system reward Zion got when he met Uchiha Madara, and it is considered the highest level of clone technique. Wood clone can use all Zion's abilities and ninjutsu, including thunder fruit, combined fruit and other abilities. This is why wood clone is the highest level of clone technique, just a wood clone, at least 80% of Zion's strength. Of course, leaving this wood clone here is also useful, that is, assisting third Mizukage to kill those blood-bound and bounded races. Zion didn't know the strength of third Mizukage. What if his suppression was too fierce and killed by the rebellion of the blood succession boundary clan? So for insurance, Zion still left a wood clone. And this wood clone can help Zion train Dark Fruit's abilities. Zion is looking forward to Dark Fruit's development of Blackbeard's tactics that can be used to hunt other fruits. In this way, Zion can generously distribute devil fruit to his Anbu. Time is hurried, and 3 years have passed in a blink of an eye, and Zion is currently 15 years old. In the past 3 years, the ninja world has been very peaceful, and none of the 5 big ninja villages has made any major moves. After all, Konoha, Rock Shinobi, and Sand Shinobi were badly injured in the Second Ninja World War, so these 3 ninja villages are recovering their strength to avoid any conflict. As for Kurigakure, according to Zion's plan, he has completely shut down the country. As a result, outside the ninja world didn't even know what had happened to Kurigakure in the past 3 years. Only those who are in Kurigakure know that Kurigakure has become a Shira field even more terrifying than hell in the past 2 years. Not knowing what happened, third Mizukage suddenly changed his temperament and raised his butcher knife to attack the 3 major families. Taking advantage of the contradictions between the 3 major families, after 3 years of killing each other, there are almost not many people left. As for the first 7 ninja swordsmen, they have also been successfully killed by third Mizukage. It's time to close the net. Zion sensed the information sent back by Wood Clone, and felt that the time was almost there. After these 3 years, Kurigakure's tribe was dead and disabled, and they were completely disappointed in third Mizukage's governance. Even the geniuses of Kurigakure were completely disappointed with third Mizukage and the village. These geniuses are preparing to join forces to assassinate third Mizukage. With Zion's Wood Clone, even if the entire Kurigakure is combined, it can't beat third Mizukage. And there are still many people in Kurigakure who support third Mizukage, such as some civilian ninjas. They have long looked at the big clans and geniuses. Seeing the murder of these blood succession and geniuses, these civilian ninjas were also very happy, standing in the camp that supported third Mizukage. But when Zion was about to leave, Tsunade suddenly found Zion. Master Fourth Raikage, I have decided that I want to avenge Konoha. Tsunade found Zion and spoke her thoughts. Does it depend on you? Or add the Senju clan, do you think you can succeed in revenge? Zion asked rhetorically. After 3 years of training, Tsunade has already possessed the strength of a cage-level powerhouse. In addition to signing the summoning beast Katsuyu, he also developed the 100 healings mark. At this time Tsunade has almost reached the peak strength of the original. But even if Tsunade has the highest strength, it is not enough to seek revenge on Konoha. You should know that Konoha's vitality is severely injured, but it is easy to deal with a cage level strong. After these 3 years, Jiraiya and Orochimaru have also grown a lot, and both of them are real cage level powerhouses. In addition, Namikaze Minato and Uchiha Fugaku, who have already begun to make their mark, are also many of Konoha's geniuses. Not to mention Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo are also cage-level powerhouses. Although Konoha was really embarrassed in the Second Ninja World War, Konoha is also second only to Cloud Shinobi Village in terms of military strength in the entire ninja world. Moreover, the gap between this second, third, fourth, and fifth is also very large. That's why I want to beg you to do me a favor. Tsunade's tone was very sincere this time, which made Zion feel that she was sincere. What's busy? Make me stronger. Tsunade's tone was firm. She hasn't been idle for these years. In addition to gambling, she is also practicing seriously. At the same time, members of the Tsunade and Senju clan are also investigating the real cause of Senju Naoki's death that year. In the end, they found a piece of evidence that was not evidence, that is, the sea-level mission that Naoki received was indeed touched by the Konoha executives. As for who actually moved the hands and feet, it has not been found out yet. However, it doesn't matter whether it is found out or not. The 4 people at the top of Konoha have always worn the same pair of pants. This time I won't be wronged. Shimura Danzo, the king of the pot, and even the other 3 have a share. This big pot will be divided among the 4. You can talk, how can I make you stronger? Zion wanted to laugh a little. Don't you have that? It's something like demon power. Tsunade suddenly started acting coquettishly. I have to say that Tsunade, who is usually a bit of a female character, acting coquettishly suddenly gave Zion a brand new feeling. After all, with Tsunade's appearance and figure, as long as she is willing to be a normal woman, she doesn't know how many people will fall under her. It's a pity that her character is too manly, and sometimes even Zion can't stand it. As for the people at Cloud Shinobi Village, it was too late to see Tsunade, for fear that she would ask herself to borrow money. Demon power. Sorry, I will only keep this thing for my Anbu, or for my family. What do you think you belong to? Zion unceremoniously refused. The devil's power in Tsunade's mouth is devil fruit. Over the past 3 years, the system has issued a lot of tasks more or less. Zion also completed these tasks one by one, and obtained a lot of devil fruit, all of which were stored in Zion's place one by one. Once you receive Kurigaku's geniuses, these fruits will come in handy. Now his Anbu team has expanded to 2 people. The code-named Yaoi Momo fruit ability. Killer Bee, code-named Tai, is a magnet fruit-capable person. Even Zion found lava fruit for Kushina, but it hasn't officially handed it over to Kushina. Then you see if I am suitable to be an Anbu or a family member. Tsunade asked Zion in a frivolous tone. In fact, according to Tsunade's temper, she would definitely be angry if ordinary people rejected her like that. But Zion is different. After all, it is the great benefactor who saved their Senju clan. Tsunade is still very clever in front of Zion. It's rare to see you so obedient. Okay, then I'll help you once. Seeing Tsunade's way of ingratiating herself, Zion sighed, and then took out a devil fruit from the system space. It's Paramesha shock fruit, which is so powerful that Zion hasn't figured out whom to use it. Although shock fruit has super destructive power, its hidden dangers are not small. After all, the vibration is not one-way, but two-way. After eating the fruit, the whole body will turn into an earthquake. Every time you use your ability, your organs and internal organs will be squeezed and injured to varying degrees. Otherwise, why does Whitebeard suffer from illness in his later years in the original work? With Whitebeard's world's strongest strength, who can put him like that? It's not because the side effects of shock fruit are too great. Every time you use your own organs, you will be damaged, so Whitebeard will fill the tube in his later years. However, Tsunade is definitely better than Whitebeard, because Tsunade is a member of the Senju tribe, who is born with a strong Senju physique. In addition, Tsunade's medical ninjutsu is the pinnacle of the ninjutsu world. If something goes wrong, she will be cured as soon as possible, so she won't have symptoms like Whitebeard's. After this demon eats it, you will gain the ability to control earthquakes and tsunamis. It is just right to match your strange power punch. But the side effects are very serious, but there shouldn't be any major problems with your physique, you can figure it out by yourself. Zion handed shock fruit to Tsunade. Ha ha ha, Lord Raikage, I know you are the best. Tsunade smiled like a flower, and after taking the fruit, he kissed Zion secretly. After all, after being in Cloud Shinobi village for 3 years, Zion took good care of the Senju people. These Tsunade are all in mind. Besides, he also has feelings for Zion. After all, Zion is the benefactor to save the Senju tribe. He is the strongest in the ninja world and looks handsome. Why is Tsunade not tempted? Don't forget that Tsunade is only in her early 20s, she is still a young girl with strong hormones. The only thing she worries about is that Zion already has a girlfriend, Uchiha Makoto. Otherwise, with Tsunade's proactive character, she would have attacked Zion a long time ago. Really, I'll be jealous when Makoto sees it. Zion widened Tsunade and said, you can experiment with this ability now, but don't mess around. Cloud Shinobi village might be destroyed if you mess around. At that time I will reclaim your demon power. Zion said leisurely. Yes, after 3 years, Zion has developed dark fruit to a certain extent. The current dark fruit has the ability to absorb other fruits like Blackbeard in the original work. Moreover, Zion is more developed than Blackbeard. Zion does not need to kill the capable person to absorb the opponent's ability and use it for himself. After all, dark fruit is considered the most special one in devil fruit, and it is not surprising that it can develop such an ability. I see, thank you Lord Raikage, I know Lord Raikage is the best. Tsunade hugged Zion's hand and swayed constantly, making Zion very happy. Don't blame me for being rude again. Zion has nothing to do with Tsunade. Then you are here. Tsunade stood up straight. Zion felt soft immediately. Today's Tsunade, the fierce weapons have begun to evolve ferociously toward the level of G-level nuclear weapons. If you are close to her, you can come in close contact if you are not careful. Therefore, in front of Makoto, Zion tried to avoid Tsunade as little as possible. Okay, you go and experiment, I happen to want to go to Konoha to see how Konoha is developing. Zion is going to Konoha with Tsunade. After 3 years of recovery, Konoha's damage in the Second Ninja World War has also recovered more than half. It has to be said that Konoha's blood is indeed very thick, and the huge amount of financial funds allows Konoha to cultivate ninjas several times faster than other ninja villages. After all, ninjas need a lot of resources to build up to be cultivated, or the big ninjas are always more talented than the civilian ninjas. Resources and money are not piled up yet. Konoha still has a lot of geniuses now. If given the opportunity, Zion can also consider digging them over. Are you going to? Then I feel more relieved. But you'd better not act, it's a matter between me and the senior Konoha. When Tsunade heard that Zion was going with him, he was first excited and then calmed down. Naoki's blood feud, Tsunade still hopes to solve it by himself, and doesn't want others to help. What do you think? Who wants to help you? Quickly familiarize yourself with your abilities and then set off. Zion widened Tsunade and gave her a look, trying to push her waist to quickly get to know her abilities, but she accidentally pressed it on a sensitive part. Diaresis you guy, I wanted to do this a long time ago. Tsunade smiled at the corner of her eyes, and she hoped that Zion would take up more. What are you thinking? Zion smiled, and then Tsunade reluctantly left. Half a month later, at the gate of Cloud Shinobi village. In the early morning, Zion, Tsunade and Senju people gathered at the entrance of Cloud Shinobi village. I'm already familiar with the power of the demon, Zion, this power of the demon is really easy to use. Tsunade clenched his fists, the fighting spirit in his body swelled like never before. After half a month, Tsunade had already figured out the demon power Zion had given him. It's a big earthquake. With a punch, even the air can burst. With his own strange power punch, Tsunade can be confident that one punch will shatter a street. Even if he is a cage-level powerhouse, if he is hit by himself head-on, Tsunade is confident that he can send him directly on the road. In this way, it is much more convenient. Familiar with Jiao Li Jiao, shock fruit ability, Tsunade's strength has almost come to the cage-level peak powerhouse. As for the side effects, for people like Tsunade with Senju Sage body quality and excellent medical ninjutsu, they are almost negligible. She can't wait to find Konoha executives to settle the account now. In the past half-month, the relationship between Tsunade and Zion has also rapidly heated up. After all, Tsunade Tenten would ask Zion to teach her how to control her abilities. Now Tsunade has tried to change the name of Zion from Lord Raikage to Zion, which is much closer. Fortunately, Zion did not resist either. After going to Konoha to avenge his revenge, Tsunade was ready to take the initiative to attack Zion after resolving this worry. It's a big deal to be a kid. After all, as the granddaughter of Senju Hashirama, Tsunade has always been a character who dares to love and hate. It's just that the long-cherished wish for revenge against Konoha has not ended, so I let it go. Do you need to disguise? We set off with such a big fanfare, Konoha will definitely be alert. Just before departure, Tsunade asked Zion. No need, even if they find out in advance that they are on guard, it's useless, isn't it? If it were changed to 3 years ago, Zion might pretend to be. But after 3 years, his own strength has already reached the super cage level, there is no need to hide it too much. Even if Konoha is prepared, what can they do? Can you stop it? Well, you deserve it. Tsunade looked at Zion admiringly. Although Zion promised not to make a move, his presence was a huge deterrent to Konoha. This time revenge, oneself is imperative. Konoha Village, Hokage Office. The 4th Raikage, Tsunade, and the Senju clan left Cloud Shinobi Village. About a day after Zion and Tsunade left Cloud Shinobi Village and left the Country of Thunder, Konoha got this information. What do you think? Yayoi Zion will leave the village this time. What is his purpose and where will he go? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at the intelligence scroll in front of him and smoked a big pipe. Zion left Cloud Shinobi Village 3 years ago. He first inspected the land of Cloud Shinobi Village, and then went to the border of fire, grass, and rain. No one knows the purpose of Zion's leaving the village. But every time he leaves the village, there is no doubt that it will cause a shock in the ninja world, and he will pay attention to it from all sides. After all, that was a genius who had the strength of one person against one village 3 years ago. Now 3 years later, who dares to assert that his strength has not grown significantly? If it is Yayoi Zion alone, it's okay to say, but the Senju clan who is walking with him, it's hard to say that they are coming for Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned analytically. In fact, he has figured out that the death of Senju Nawaki, and the reputation of the Senju tribe in Konoha, both have the shadow of Danzo's roots. It's hard to say that this time Yayoi Zion launched an offensive just to avenge the Senju clan. Master Hokage, do you really think that Yayoi Zion came to the Country of Fire this time out of the village? Hataki stood by with a worried expression on his face. He still remembers the legend of monsters that spread on the border of Konoha Fire Country 3 years ago. The 1,000-meter giant made the residents of the Country of Fire uneasy, and now most of the residents in that area have moved away. After all, such a monster is around his own residence, and no one can live in peace of mind. And that kilometer giant is exactly the monster created by 4th Raikage Yayoi Zion's ninjutsu. This was still 3 years ago, and the ghost knew what amazing growth Yayoi Zion would have in the past 3 years. If he really came to the Country of Fire, it would be bad. Maybe it will cause more damage 3 years ago. In all likelihood, it is for Konoha, not because of good deeds done by some people. Sarutobi Hiruzen snorted and looked deeply at Danzo who was present. If he hadn't insisted on killing Senju Nawaki, the Senju clan would not be so angry, nor would they leave Konoha and join Cloud Shinobi Village. However, it was not wrong to protect Shimura Danzo by himself. At least under his joint rule, Konoha has regained his vitality in the past 3 years, and a group of geniuses have appeared. Orochimaru, Jiraiya has taken shape. When Namikaze Minato and Uchiha Fugaku have grown up, Konoha has the capital to compete with Cloud Shinobi Village. I have to say that Sarutobi Hiruzen loves and hates Danzo. In the original work, Danzo wants to assassinate Sarutobi Hiruzen, he can be forgiven. Had it not been for Sarutobi Hiruzen to have a wife, son and grandson, Zion would have doubted that these 2 old men would be fencing enthusiasts. Hiruzen, don't look at me with that kind of look. How better are you? You are not qualified to talk about me. Danzo is not afraid of Sarutobi Hiruzen anymore. After killing Senju Nawaki, he has worked out the secrets of the Senju family. Recently, he plans to cooperate with Orochimaru to transplant Hashirama cells. In this way, one's strength can be greatly increased, and there is no need to look at Sarutobi Hiruzen's face. Not to be slapped by Sarutobi Hiruzen casually. Hearing what Danzo said, Sarutobi Hiruzen also said nothing. I have done a lot of dirty things, and I really don't have the right to talk about Danzo. Anyway, make all preparations. If they do come to Konoha, we must also take precautions. Then Sarutobi Hiruzen arranged it. Although I don't know if the other party is here at Konoha, I can only move the old, weak, sick and disabled to a safe place first. Just because the other party was out of the village, Konoha had to be like a little daughter-in-law who was terrified. This feeling was too uncomfortable. But Sarutobi Hiruzen can't help it. Who makes him do too much, always feels that everyone is going to hurt himself. But Sarutobi Hiruzen still has a fluke in his heart. If you really avenge the Senju people, you shouldn't leave the village with such a big fanfare, maybe there is something else. Sarutobi Hiruzen had no choice but to comfort himself. In addition to the high-level Konoha, the other high-level officials in Darren village are also paying close attention to the actions of Zion and others. They also feel scared at the same time. After all, the Senju clan was encircled and suppressed 3 years ago, and these Danin villages did their best. If they were found, it would be a big trouble. So just when Zion left the village, the major ninja villages raised their security levels to the highest level. After nearly a week of trekking, Zion, Tsunade and others finally arrived at the entrance of the village outside Konoha village. I didn't encounter any obstacles along the way, it's really interesting. Seeing the familiar Konoha gate, Tsunade smiled. She thought that after she swaggered into the land of fire, she would be questioned by many Konoha shinobi people, but she didn't expect that the road would be unimpeded. Is this Zion's deterrent power? Didn't I tell you earlier? Sarutobi Hiruzen will not come out without going to Konoha gate. Zion smiled as expected. Are you fourth Raikage-sama and Senju? Is there anything wrong with you coming to Konoha? We haven't received any notice from Cloud Shinobi village in advance. Not surprisingly, it was Hataki who called Zion at the entrance of the village. In order not to irritate Zion, Hataki's tone was very kind, and he also used honorifics. Hataki Sukumo, this matter has nothing to do with you, I'm here to avenge the Senju family and Nawaki. Go and call me old man Sarutobi, Shimura Danzo, and the 2 Konoha elders. Tsunade was full of momentum, and the cage-level strong chakra vented and shattered the ground. Upon seeing this, Hataki Sukumo and the dozen Anbu behind him suddenly changed their colors. Sure enough, are you here to avenge the Senju people? Master Naruto really got it right. Tsunade, could you be mistaken? How could Konoha harm the Senju tribe and Nawaki? Hataki said with an apologetic wry smile. Hataki Sukumo, I'll say it again, this matter has nothing to do with you. If you want to protect those old guys, then I have to do it. Tsunade gave a cold cry and stretched out her pink fist. In addition to the chakra condensed on it, a translucent white aperture visible to the naked eye also appeared. That is the ability of shock fruit. Wait, I see, I'll tell Master Naruto. Hataki stared at Tsunade's fist, and there was an unknown premonition in his heart. Years of fighting instinct told him that if Tsunade hit the punch just now, it would be dangerous. The destructive power is absolutely huge. So he had to ask Anbu behind him to notify Sarutobi Hiruzen. After a while, Sarutobi Hiruzen took Orochimaru, Jiraiya, clan chief Uchiha, Chief Hyuga and other Konoha elite ninjas with a solemn expression to Konoha gate. In such a short period of time, Konoha's so many elites have gathered together, and it is obvious that they have been prepared long ago. Fourth Raikage, Tsunade, I wonder if you have anything to do with Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled. Old man Sarutobi, don't load garlic, let Shimura Danzo and Udatain Kaharu, Mito Homura get out. I want to avenge the dead Senju people. After Tsunade saw Sarutobi Hiruzen, he couldn't suppress the anger in his heart. Sarutobi Hiruzen was his second grandfather's most proud apprentice at the time, and he was also the second grandfather who taught Hokage to him. As a result, he still rushed to kill the Senju clan. The ultimate feeling has become hate now. Tsunade, did you make a mistake? The Senju tribe is Konoha's most glorious tribe, how can they have enemies with Konoha? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked awe-inspiring, and the worst happened. But he was not ready to do it. After all, Zion was here and he couldn't do it. He only hoped that Tsunade would still have a sense of mentorship towards him. Yes, Tsunade, you must be mistaken. Jiraiya also looked at Tsunade heartily. Unexpectedly, the former teammate, the goddess he had a crush on, was now standing on the opposite side of Konoha and had to attack his teacher. Jiraiya, get out of here, there is nothing to do with you here. Old man Sarutobi, don't you know what you think of the Senju clan? Returning to Konoha's glory clan, the reputation of my Senju clan has been defeated by you. Having said that, Tsunade was suddenly angry. With a bang, he came to Sarutobi Hiruzen and raised his fist. A strange punch, mixed with shock fruit's ability, blasted towards Sarutobi Hiruzen. Bang! The force of horror blasted the surrounding Konoha shinobi. As the ground cracked, dense cracks appeared in the air. Immediately, with Sarutobi Hiruzen as the center, the ground cracked and the ground vibrated. A few seconds later, Sarutobi Hiruzen half-kneeled on the ground, trembling all over, blood-drenched, and his injury was not light at first glance. He didn't expect Tsunade's sudden punch at all, so he didn't dodge in advance. After all, he thought Tsunade had a sense of mentoring towards him, but he did not know that Tsunade had only hated him for a long time. What a terrible strange force, I almost got beaten to death with a punch. Sarutobi Hiruzen dried the bloodline at the corner of his mouth and stood up. Fortunately, after realizing the danger, he avoided himself and also applied the earth-style armor. Otherwise, Tsunade's punch just now would be enough to kill him. Tsunade, you actually did something to Hokage-sama. Do it. Seeing that Sarutobi Hiruzen was injured, the surrounding ninjas took up weapons to fight back. Although Tsunade was one of Konoha's Sannin before, she had high prestige, but when she shot against Naruto, they could only do it. Don't do it. Sarutobi Hiruzen quickly reached out to stop Konoha shinobi. If it were just Tsunade, Sarutobi Hiruzen would have done it a long time ago, but there is still Zion, so he would definitely not dare. Old man Sarutobi, you really can bear it, don't you tell them to come out. Then don't blame me for being impolite. Seeing that Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't mean to call Shimura Danzo and others, Tsunade became angry. Boom boom boom. After several consecutive punches, dense cracks appeared in the air, and immediately the central street of Konoha cracked a large crack, with a depth of tens of meters, extending from the entrance of Konoha to the Hokage Rock. It's like being cut open. At the same time, the earthquake struck, and buildings in Konoha village continued to be destroyed. With such a terrifying destructive power, Konoha's people were immediately stunned. What a terrible power, it can cause such a huge damage. Why does it feel like there is an earthquake in the village? Can't let her break like this anymore, do it. Upon seeing this, Orochimaru, Hataki Sukumo, Uchiha Patriarch and others were also unable to restrain themselves, and wanted to do something to Tsunade. However, in the next second they started, a thunder light flickered in front of them, and the aura that exceeded cage level opened up. Everyone, this is a contradiction between the Senju clan and the senior Konoha, there is no need for outsiders to blend in. After all, Tsunade is now the ninja of Cloud Shinobi village. If you want to shoot her, I won't just sit back and watch. Zion's plain tone contained infinite killing intent. A simple sentence extinguished the thoughts of the Konoha shinobi participants who wanted to do something. Although they have grown up over the years, in the face of Zion's super cage level powerhouse, they can't burn any desire to do something in their hearts. Zion, thanks, I owe you once. Seeing Zion stand up, Tsunade thanked him and continued to destroy Konoha village. At the same time, Sarutobi Hiruzen is still trying to prevent Tsunade from destroying Konoha village. But with Sarutobi Hiruzen's strength, how could it be possible to prevent Tsunade from eating shock fruit? So Sarutobi Hiruzen was beaten again. Sarutobi Hiruzen was shocked. Why did Tsunade's destructive power become so powerful? The original strange force seems to contain new power, which makes people feel extremely afraid. Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that his internal organs were twisted, and he vomited a big mouthful of blood. Old man Sarutobi, do you call them at all? If you don't call, I can only destroy Konoha. Seeing Sarutobi Hiruzen's embarrassed look, Tsunade finally moved compassionately. Sarutobi Hiruzen is her teacher after all, she still can't kill Sarutobi Hiruzen with her own hands. But to destroy this Konoha village, Tsunade can still be cruel. Tsunade, what's the matter with you? How come you say that? Konoha village was built by your grandfather Senju Hashirama. Hearing what Tsunade said, Sarutobi Hiruzen was stunned. It seems that Tsunade and Konoha's relationship has been completely severed, otherwise she would not have said such words. Not to mention Sarutobi Hiruzen, even Zion was a little surprised. It seems that Tsunade has completely understood what Konoha is today. Old man Sarutobi, do you still know Konoha was the brainchild of my grandpa? In the beginning, my second grandfather died for you during the war and ruined his life. Before he died, he also taught you the position of Hokage. In the end, how did you treat the Senju clan? The four of you teamed up to kill the Senju clan and ruined the Senju clan's reputation in Konoha. I'm here to do it today. Tsunade's tone was harsh, and then she also lost patience. Since Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't want to face what he has done, he should destroy Konoha himself. Boom boom boom. Tsunade clenched his fist, and the white translucent mask appeared on the pink fist, slamming it at Konoha fiercely. Click, click, a fine crack appeared in the air, and then, accompanied by a clicking sound, the space seemed to shatter, and the earthquake swept Konoha. Wow, wow, at least half of the Konoha village buildings were destroyed in a time, and several shattered ground cracks appeared on Konoha Street. This scene stunned the Konoha shinobi present. With such a powerful power, even the tailed beast bomb can be destroyed to this extent. What did Tsunade go through in Cloud Shinobi village? Not particularly skilled yet. Seeing this scene, Zion laughed. If it was Whitebeard, Konoha would have been destroyed with such an angry punch. However, Tsunade has only been acquainted with her for half a month, and being able to exert such power is already regarded as her extraordinary talent. At the same time, an angry punch also shocked Tsunade's body, and immediately she manipulated chakra to repair the damage that appeared in her body. Tsunade, there is no need to argue with Sarutobi Hiruzen, don't you know his character? Since he has destroyed the Senju clan, isn't the best way to destroy the Sarutobi clan by paying a tooth for a tooth? At this moment Zion also spoke. You were right, Zion, why didn't I think about it? Hearing Zion's words, Tsunade seemed to have received some hint, and his eyes lit up. To be honest, Tsunade couldn't do it if she wanted her to destroy the Konoha village created by her grandfather Senju Hashirama. Even if it is done, it is estimated that it will leave a trauma in my heart in the future. Fortunately, Zion reminded herself. Since the senior Konoha rushed to exterminate the Senju tribe, he could also rush to exterminate their tribe. There is no need to destroy Konoha in this way. If there is still a little teacher-student friendship left in Tsunade's heart for Sarutobi Hiruzen, then Tsunade has no affection for the Sarutobi family. There is no mercy anymore. You are so vicious. Hataki Shumo, who couldn't listen anymore, stood up and accused Zion. Vicious. Why didn't you stand up and criticize when Konoha's senior officials suppressed the Senju tribe? Why didn't you stand up and criticize when Senju Nawaki died in a mission carefully designed by Konoha's senior management? Your set of moral standards, the law of saints is nothing more than double standards. Don't be an eyesore. This time I come to Konoha but I don't have any idea of doing it. The premise is that you don't force me. Zion looked at Hataki Shigeru and smiled angrily. It seems that Hataki Sukumo has been thoroughly brainwashed by Konoha's high-level fire will. You can't save it no matter how you save it. To be honest, Zion actually hopes to dig Hataki Sukumo from Konoha. After all, he will definitely be persecuted by Konoha F4 in the future. But looking at him like this, Konoha F4 directly asked him to die. He would definitely be willing to die too. Zion dispelled this idea. But Kakashi, Hataki's son, is a good genius and can be used for Cloud Shinobi village. Tsunade, do you really want to do this? Sarutobi Hiruzen's tone became abrupt. He had been keeping his hand just now. After all, he hadn't summoned his most proud summoning monster. Because there is still a trace of luck in his heart. Now Tsunade actually hit the Sarutobi family with his idea. Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't accept it anymore. He was ready to be serious. Old man Sarutobi, the same sentence, if you can resurrect the Senju tribe and bring Nawaki back to life, then there is no possibility of the end of this matter. Tsunade's tone is also not weak. Well, in that case, I can only kill Konoha. Fourth Raikage, you said that this is a matter between the senior Konoha and the Senju tribe. You will not participate. I hope you have your own words. After Sarutobi Hiruzen got Zion's affirmative answer, he summoned the ape demon. Sarutobi, what the hell is this? Why is Tsunade standing on the opposite side? The summoned ape demon felt the atmosphere in front of him and asked subconsciously. Ape demon, time is running out, and it's too late to explain, becoming a golden cudgel. Sarutobi Hiruzen gave a cold cry, and then Tsurumo turned into a golden hoop. HMPH, it's just right, see the wind, you lead the Senju people to the Sarutobi clan, you know what to do. As for old man Sarutobi, leave it to me. Tsunade squeezed his fist and made a crackling noise. Yes, Master Tsunade. Senju Fengjan was ordered to lead the Senju people into Konoha village. At this time, the Senju clan's popularity is exuding. Although there is no cage-level powerhouse, the strength of a dozen elite jonin is definitely not weaker than a cage-level powerhouse. Don't think about it. Sarutobi Hiruzen used the golden hoop to kill, but was knocked into the air by Tsunade. Stop them, don't let them enter the Sarutobi clan. Upon seeing this, Hataki Sukumo leads Konoha Anbu to try to block Senju Kazami. As I said, this is a grievance between the senior Konoha and the Senju clan, and there is no need for outsiders to blend in. Everyone of Konoha, please don't force me to get involved in this grudge, and you don't want to have a relationship with Cloud Shinobi village. Zion sneered and came to Hataki Sukumo, faintly raging thunder and lightning all over his body. Hataki Sukumo secretly shouted in his heart. With the strength and talent of the Senju clan, it would be a foreseeable massacre as long as it rushed into the Sarutobi clan. But they just couldn't do anything, it was too frustrating. The power is so enviable. Orochimaru stretched out his long tongue and licked it. Yaoi Zion, just one or two sentences is enough to make a strong man like Hataki Shumao throw a rat avoidance weapon. Sure enough, power is the eternal truth of the ninja world. The Senju people followed the order and rushed into the Sarutobi clan to avenge our dead clan. Senju Fengjan took the lead and led the remaining Senju people into the Sarutobi clan. To be safe, Zion used Wood Clone to keep up. Of course he won't make a move, but if there is a Konoha shinobi who wants to be nosy, no wonder Zion. After seeing Zion's figure, those who wanted to stop the Konoha shinobi of the Senju tribe on the way stopped. Even if they shoot, they are dead. They can't stop them, so why go up and die? Soon the Senju clan rushed into the Sarutobi clan's clan land. Who will break in? Are they from the Senju clan? Didn't they join Cloud Shinobi village? What are they doing here? Senju tribe, this is the Sarutobi tribe. You can't enter without permission from Hokage-sama. The Sarutobi clan originally had a thriving atmosphere, but when the Senju clan entered, they immediately panicked. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eldest son, Sarutobi Shinosuke, after seeing the Senju tribe, rightly stood up. It's really interesting. Konoha and other big clans have withered to varying degrees, but your Sarutobi clan has grown and flourished. Konoha is really going to become Sarutobi Hiruzen's back garden. Seeing the family land of the Sarutobi clan, Senju Feng saw a fire rising in his heart. The Sarutobi clan has at least 10,000 people, which is prosperous compared to the hundreds of Senju clan. This is less than 1/5 of Chunin, with the most civilians. This also just shows how much the Sarutobi clan raises waste from eating rice. You must know that these civilians do not produce and work. Sarutobi Hiruzen has arranged for them to have Konoha fatness, and they eat fat and big ears, and their faces are greasy. On the other hand, the Senju clan, although they wore the hat of the hero clan when they were in Konoha, what life did they live? Without Konoha's industry, without Hokage's support, if you want to live a life, you can only rely on the task. As a result, these tasks were also moved by Konoha's senior officials, causing the Senju people to continue to die. Thinking of these past events, Senju Fengyan's heart rose with an ignorant anger, 3,000 feet tall. Kill me. Revenge for the dead Senju. Avenge Master Nawaki. His eyes flushed with an anger. With a slash, Senju cut off Sarutobi Shinosuke's head and hung it around his waist. In fact, Sarutobi Shinosuke also has a special Jonin level, so he won't be killed by a single shot. But he didn't expect Senju Fengjan to kill him directly. After all, as the eldest son of Sarutobi Hiruzen, Sarutobi Shinosuke is used to being domineering in the village. Even patriarchs such as Uchiha and Hyuga must be polite to meet him. So at the moment when someone else's head falls, a pair of eyes are bigger than a copper bell, which is a typical representative of a dead end. It's really neat to start. Appreciating all this from the best viewing position, Zion's mouth had a nasty smile. The only pity is that such a wonderful scene was not witnessed by Sarutobi Hiruzen. But it doesn't matter, just show him the head of Sarutobi Shinosuke. I believe Sarutobi Hiruzen can understand what happened in the Sarutobi clan. Ah, run, the Senju people are crazy. Shinosuke, Lord Shinosuke is dead. Go and notify Lord Naruto. The Senju clan are indeed Konoha's traitors. Did they collude with Cloud Shinobi village to destroy Konoha? Seeing that Naruto-sama's biological son was chopped off with a knife, the Sarutobi tribe was panicked and horrified. After reacting, nearly 1,000 Sarutobi ninjas surrounded dozens of Senju tribesmen. When will the Sarutobi clan represent Konoha? This time we return to Konoha, just to avenge the Senju clan and destroy the Sarutobi clan. Rasengan. Senju Fengjan yelled coldly, and a Muji Rasengan killed another Sarutobi Jonin. Rasengan was naturally taught to Senju by Zion. Then the Senju tribe and nearly 1,000 Sarutobi tribesmen fought together. Although the number of ninjas of the Sarutobi clan occupies an absolute advantage, they are far less talented than the Senju clan. The Senju people who can be selected by Tsunade for revenge are at least the elite Jonin. As for the genius of the Senju family, Senju Fengjan, the strength lies in the quasi-cage level powerhouse. In the world of ninjas, the combat power of a quasi-cage level powerhouse is absolutely comparable to hundreds of Chunin genin. As for the Sarutobi family, although there are many ninjas, the level of Jonin is only a dozen, and the others are Chunin and even genin. Even genin accounts for 2/3 of the number of ninjas. In the face of genin, the elite Jonin is enough to kill more than a dozen people in seconds, and the murderous aura that erupts is enough to scare these genins into motionlessness. So this is a unilateral massacre. What a bunch of rice buckets. Don't you even have genin's level? A Senju tribe killed more than a dozen genin of the Sarutobi tribe with a fire-style ninjutsu, and then snorted, and his dislike for the Sarutobi tribe rose a lot. Although genin and the elite jonin have a huge gap in strength, they can't kill more than a dozen genin in a single move. It can only be said that most of these genin are also made up, in order to receive a subsidy from the village. Seeing this, the Senju people have a deeper contempt for the Sarutobi clan. No, I can't run, I'm also a ninja, I also want to fight for the people. In the melee, a 5 or 6-year-old kid who made Zion a little familiar suddenly stood up and hit the Senju tribe with a fire-style ninjutsu, but it did not cause any harm. Already born, it looks like you just joined the ninja school. Looking at the brave little boy, Zion was in a daze and then recognized it. Sarutobi Hiruzen's second son, Sarutobi Asuma. As soon as Zion's voice fell, Asuma died tragically in the hands of a Senju tribe. That's Sarutobi Hiruzen's second son. Leave his head. Yes, Lord Raikage. Upon seeing this, Zion reminded him, and then the Senju clan cut off Sarutobi Asuma's head and placed it on his waist. In just 2 hours, the battle ended like a raging cloud. The Senju people severely wounded 2 people and wounded 7 people, without the cost of casualties, and wiped out thousands of ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. As for civilians, they have moved a lot, but it doesn't matter. These are all rubbish. Even if you take a pile of resources, you can't make a ninja. After all, if there is a hint of the possibility of becoming a ninja, with the strength and financial resources of the Sarutobi clan, you will get a ninja at all costs and get a Konoha allowance. It is conceivable how wasteful these civilians who failed to become ninjas are. These wastes, keeping their lives, are eating for nothing, adding a burden to Konoha's financial system. Let's go, you can go to Sarutobi Hiruzen to report the good news. Next, there are 3 more clan lands. Then, under the leadership of Senju Kazami, the Senju people went to the entrance of Konoha village, ready to inform Sarutobi Hiruzen of the good news. At Konoha village, the battle between Sarutobi Hiruzen and Tsunade continues. Slap, slap. Just when Sarutobi Hiruzen was about to fight Tsunade again, 2 heads fell at Sarutobi Hiruzen's feet. This is Shinosuke, Asuma. After seeing the two heads clearly, Sarutobi Hiruzen's legs softened and he almost fell. Especially his eldest son Sarutobi Shinosuke, his eyes staring like copper bells, it is obvious that he can't catch his eyes. Fortunately, he supported it with the golden hoop that the demon turned into a monkey, so he didn't kneel on his knees. Hataki, Sukumo, Orochimaru, Jiraiya and others on the side were also surprised. As Sarutobi Hiruzen's cronies, they naturally recognize the owners of these two heads. Sarutobi Shinosuke, Sarutobi Asuma, isn't it the eldest son and second son of Naruto-sama? That being said, the Sarutobi clan already. Feng Jian, are you done? Upon seeing this, Tsunade also stopped and asked Senju K's. Master Tsunade, the Sarutobi clan, all ninjas have been slaughtered. Senju Fengjian knelt on one knee and said respectfully. The voice is not too loud, but it just happens to be heard by Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sure enough, after hearing what Senju K saw, Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't hold it all at once and fell to the ground. In other words, the situation that the Sarutobi family has worked so hard for more than 10 years under their care is so ruined. Although he is Hokage, facing the death of his closest relatives, of course he will show a fragile side. Good job, see you. Taking a deep look at Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was already a little unstable, Tsunade felt a hint of happiness in his heart. The old man Sarutobi, Tenten suppressed the Senju tribe, now let you taste the taste of the flesh and blood of your closest relatives being killed. Master Naruto. At the same time, Hataki Shumo and others quickly helped Sarutobi Hiruzen up. In just such a short time, Sarutobi Hiruzen is as old as a teenager, and his back is even more rickety. The Senju clan, are you still human? You can actually do such a thing. Seeing Sarutobi Hiruzen so embarrassed, Hataki, Sukumo, Jiraiya and the others looked at the Senju clan with anger and murderous intent. Senju people, really can do such a thing? Don't look at me with that look, Hataki, Sukumo, Jiraiya. If one day your people are also killed by the Konoha high-level hack, I hope you can continue to work for the Konoha high level. But I won't, I'm not the kind of person who doesn't distinguish between right and wrong. Since Konoha treats the Senju clan like a pig and dog, why should I dedicate everything to Konoha? I don't have the mindset of yours. Senju Fengjian said coldly. Under Zion's influence, he has completely walked out of Third Hokage's will to fire. Feng Jian, tell them what you are doing. These people are orphans. Even if they say that they will not understand you, they will only call you a traitor. Tsunade said coldly. The feelings for Konoha and Sarutobi Hiruzen have faded, and Tsunade doesn't care about these teammates who used to fight side by side with Konoha. Let's go, there will be Shimura and Mito. Then Tsunade led Senju Fengjian and others into Konoha village with a swagger. Tsunade figured it out. If you just kill Shimura Danzo, you detain Koharu and Mizuto Homura directly, it would be too cheap for them. Only by killing all of their people can they feel the same pain as themselves. This is much better than simply killing them. Hataki, Sukumo, Jiraiya clenched his fists, and the anger in his heart could not help but burst out. Entering Konoha village so swagger and massacring the big clans of Konoha village. What a shame. If this is going to spread, Konoha may be swept away with majesty. Hataki, Sukumo, Jiraiya, don't do it, don't do it. At this moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was almost annoyed, also made a sound. Can't do it, because if you do it, you can't beat it. Since the Sarutobi clan has been sacrificed, there is no point in doing it, and the Sarutobi clan can't resurrect in situ. At that time, Konoha would be involved, so Sarutobi Hiruzen stopped Hataki and Jiraiya. Sarutobi Hiruzen, as expected of Hokage, I really took a look at you. Upon seeing this, Zion suppressed a smile and gave Sarutobi Hiruzen a thumbs up. His tribe can endure the massacre, and now Zion finally believes that Sarutobi Hiruzen has a deep love for Konoha. Zion is ashamed, and can't do Sarutobi Hiruzen's way, even if his siblings are killed. If you encounter this kind of thing, no matter how strong the enemy is, you will definitely be desperate. After all, what's the point of being so awkward? Just to be touched by yourself. Zion is not that stupid. However, to Sarutobi Hiruzen, Zion's thumb is more like a satire of his incompetence. So Sarutobi Hiruzen was back angrily. Diaresis Hokage-sama. Hataki, Sukumo, Jiraiya and Konoha Shinobi on the scene shed tears again. Sarutobi Hiruzen is telling them personally what is the will of fire and what sacrifices everything for Konoha's benefit. Even if the sacrifice is made by members of the Sarutobi clan. It's really hopeless. Looking at the touched and confused people, Zion shook his head and also entered Konoha village. The strongest will to illusion fire, well-deserved reputation. Those three people seemed to have go directly to the clan's land. When they came to the Hokage building, the Senju tribe rummaged through the Hokage building but they couldn't find the shadows of the three Konoha F4s outside Jiao Hao. It can only prove that they hid. Just like the previous wars, they would be a turtle in the back whenever something happened. Compared with these three, Sarutobi Hiruzen has become cute. At least he stood up frontally. Subsequently, under the leadership of Tsunade, the Senju clan went to the Shimura clan, transferred to the Shimura clan and the Mito clan, and there was a massacre. With Tsunade, these three clans have no resistance at all. After all, their number and strength of ninjas are not as good as those of the Sarutobi clan. Facing Tsunade, a cage-level peak powerhouse, how can they resist? It is worth mentioning that the three of Konoha F4 did not show up from start to finish. Nawaki, did you see it? My sister avenged you. After doing all this, Tsunade looked up to the sky to comfort Nawaki's spirit in the sky. It's really a bunch of tortoises with heads down. After comforting Nawaki, Tsunade pouted dissatisfiedly. During the whole process, the other three people in Konoha F4 were not seen, nor their painful expressions. This journey of revenge is a bit imperfect. Don't blame me for reminding you, Tsunade, you want to see the painful expressions of those three people, it doesn't exist. The three people can no longer be regarded as human beings. They have no human feelings. The others are just tools in their eyes. For their rights, they can sacrifice everything, even their own people. So, the three of you can hide somewhere and laugh, thinking that they have lost their lives. Zion reminded Tsunade. This group of scum, why haven't you seen it before? Senju Kazami was also speechless. Even the tribe can be indifferent when they are eliminated. Those three guys are indeed not humans anymore, but slaves of power. It doesn't matter, I have already avenged the Senju people, and I have nothing to do with Konoha next. Zion, thank you. If it weren't for you, I'm afraid this revenge won't come so smoothly. Tsunade looked at Zion and thanked again. She knew very well in her heart that although Zion did not make a move, his presence was the greatest deterrent to Konoha. Otherwise, with the strength of the Senju people, there is really no way to avenge such a happy revenge. After all, Sukumo Hagi and others did not eat dry rice. Before I knew it, I owed this guy so much favor. Senju from Konoha must be at odds with you. At this moment, with a sudden shout, Shimura Danzo, Udatain Kaharu, Mito Homura appeared in front of the Senju people. With tears in his eyes, his tone was full of unwillingness and killing intent. It seems that these three people are not indifferent to the extermination of the tribe, as Zion said. Oh, you are here when the tribe is dead. It's really time to come. Zion was also quite surprised to see the expressions of the three. These three people actually have feelings for the tribe. Shouldn't it be the same as the filial son Uchiha Itachi in the original book, that the sacrifices of the tribe are all for the development of Konoha? Senju people, Senju Tsunade, one day you will go to hell. The three of them screamed, but did not dare to scold Zion. However, Zion could see that the three of them were holding back quite uncomfortably. Had it not been for Zion here, it would be the Senju clan who died today, not their clan. HMPH, three old tortoises, I've been looking for you for a long time, die. Upon seeing this, Senju Kase saw a Rasengan hit, but after hitting Danzo, the opponent turned into a cloud of white mist and disappeared. Shadow clone. Senju Fengjan understood in an instant. At the same time, Udatain Kaharu and Mito Homura also turned into white mist and disappeared. It's an old tortoise, but Zion, you are wrong. It seems that they also have feelings for their own people. Tsunade said with a smile. It seems that these three people are not emotionless machines, but they are in pain. This is the first time Tsunade has seen three people cry. Seeing the painful expressions of these three people, this revenge trip was perfect. Go back to the village, this time I ran for nothing. Zion smiled. This time he not only shocked Konoha village, but also searched for Konoha's talents. It's a pity that Konoha has almost no genius now. People like Namikaze Minato and Uchiha Fugaku are too tender and not deeply brainwashed. However, Zion believes that these people will be used by Cloud Shinobi village sooner or later. If not, just kill them all. The Sarutobi clan, the Shimura clan, the Turn-to-Bed clan, the Mito clan. The 4 Konoha families were annihilated by the Senju people. The news quickly spread to the entire ninja world. It's really scary. The 4 big families were exterminated, and Konoha didn't have any fierce reaction. Onoki was deeply shocked. If someone rushes to Iwagakure to destroy his family, he cannot be indifferent. Onoki also admired Sarutobi Hiruzen. But Onogi thought about it that way. If Yayoi Zion really rushes over, Onogi guesses that he has nothing to do. I can only say that I'm too desperate, so it's better not to provoke Cloud Shinobi village. Father, now Konoha must hate the Cloud Shinobi village and Senju clan. We can take the opportunity to ally with them and avenge the one stone 3 years ago. Huangtu suggested to Onoki. 3 years ago, Iwagakure was destroyed by Yayoi Zion. Most of the geniuses in the village were killed. This account has been kept in Huangtu's heart. Idiot, how can we be in an alliance with Konoha? Do you think we can fight Yayoi Zion in an alliance with Konoha? Onoki looked at the Lois, suspecting that this guy was not his own. You Iwagakure and Konoha are in alliance, can you beat Cloud Shinobi village again? I was not an opponent 3 years ago, and I am afraid that I am not an opponent anymore. There are other shinobu villages that have the same idea as Onoki, such as Sunagakure, Rain Country, etc. They feel that it is better not to provoke Cloud Shinobi village for the time being. Zion didn't know this. He led the Senju tribe and Tsunade back to Cloud Shinobi village. Because Zion will go to Kurigakure to receive those geniuses who have been mutilated by 3rd Mizukage. These geniuses have already begun the assassination of 3rd Mizukage in the past few days, but it clearly failed. After all, Zion's wood clone is still there, how could it be successful? In fact, even without Zion, the assassination of those geniuses would not be successful, and 3rd Mizukage was still quite strong. Fangjian, you should go back first. Zion, I want to invite you to dinner tonight, thank you for helping me this time. After walking around and playing around, when everyone was about to return to Cloud Shinobi village, Tsunade really launched an active attack on Zion. I see, Tsunade-sama. Kazami and others obviously knew something, but they were very happy. If Tsunade-sama can have a good relationship with Reikage-sama, the Senju family in Cloud Shinobi village can also grow and develop. Tsunade, did the sun come out from the west today? How could you be so kind? You're going back to the village soon, why spend the wrong money? Zion asked. In fact, he was afraid that Tsunade had no money. After all, Tsunade was too good at betting. What are you doing back to the village? I know that there is a delicious restaurant nearby. This time I invite you, but I don't want you to pay for it. Tsunade was a bit speechless. Zion, the elm head. Well, I hope you can really get the money out by then. Zion also realized something. After all, Tsunade's hint is a bit obvious, Zion can feel it even if he is dull. As a man, how could Zion dislike Tsunade? Zion is not a fencer. I just hope that Makoto won't blame himself. Chapter 91. Tsunade, I didn't expect you to be quite predictable. That night Zion and Tsunade went to a nearby restaurant and called for a box. Then when Tsunade appeared in front of Zion, Zion couldn't hold it anymore. After all, Tsunade usually wears ninja costumes, which can no longer hide the evil. Now she was wearing an even more bloody dress, which made Zion's gaze inseparable. HMPH, did you just see it? I don't believe it. You usually stare at me. Seeing Zion's gaze, Tsunade was a little proud. To be honest, as a woman, she feels that she is quite capitalized. Maybe there are not many people in the entire ninja world that have more capital than themselves, right? As long as you take the initiative, there is no man who can't get it. Did you see all this? Zion felt a little bit pierced on the spot. It's cheaper for you guy, this time I want to see enough, don't steal it. Tsunade launched a fierce offensive again. After the two of them finished their dinner, naturally what should happen happened, and what should not happen also happened. As for being guilty of Makoto, Zion had no choice but to hope Makoto forgive herself. Unexpectedly, all this happened. Now I am just dreaming. Leaning against Zion's arms, Tsunade had 2 red clouds on his face. Indeed, my own experience in the past few years is the same as dreaming. Fall out with Konoha's high-level leaders, lead the Senju tribe to leave, join Cloud Shinobi village, and finally avenge Nawaki and the dead Senju tribe. All this is inseparable from Zion's support and rescue. If it weren't for this guy, I'm afraid that the Senju clan and himself have already followed in Nawaki's footsteps. You said that if Makoto found out, would she go crazy? Then Tsunade raised her concerns to Zion, and she was still very guilty of Makoto. You actually have something to be afraid of. But what you said also makes sense. Anyway, it was you who took the initiative, so I will have to confess at that time. Zion was a little surprised. Unexpectedly, Tsunade, who is usually a female man, has such a delicate side. But Zion is not worried that Makoto will go crazy. Makoto's temper will not go crazy. Go to hell, then I will say that you took the initiative to seduce me and let Makoto kill you. Tsunade said angrily. Then the two tossed for a while. After playing with Tsunade for a few more days, Zion returned to Cloud Shinobi village. Zion, you still know to come back. Coming to Raikage's office, Zion immediately felt a murderous look. No, it should be 2 shares to be precise. Ahem, something happened on the road. I'm sorry for the delay. Zion said with a guilty conscience. HMPH, ignore you. Kushina spoke before Makoto. In Kushina's heart, she was the second person. How could Tsunade be the first, so she was very depressed. Little kid, go, what do you know about adults? Zion was speechless. Kushina is only 11 years old now, still a kid in Zion's eyes. Hearing Zion's words, Kushina became aggrieved and her eyes were red. Okay, don't do that. I have a gift for you. You must like it very much. Seeing Kushina's pear blossoms raining, Zion also couldn't bear it. I happened to find an opportunity to give lava fruit to her, and it was now. The power of the devil. What kind of devil is this time? Kushina turned to cry and laugh after seeing devil fruit. She has always hoped that she can have the power of a demon as handsome as Zion. If you are satisfied, try it yourself. Zion then handed lava fruit to Kushina, and Kushina pitying left. Sure enough, he's still a kid, it's so coaxing. I want a gift too. Makoto said softly when Kushina left. Actually, Makoto is a little bit dissatisfied, but what can he do? Is it possible to break up with Zion? Makoto couldn't bear it. Having a conflict with Zion, Makoto is also reluctant to bear it, which does not fit Makoto's character. In the end, I had to ask Zion for a gift. You have worked so hard for so many days, go, let's take a vacation. Zion then took Makoto to spend a week-long honeymoon, finally overwhelming the difficulty of this robbery. But this honeymoon Makoto also changed, as if he was going to blow up Zion dry, so that he no longer had the energy to find another woman. However, Makoto was obviously misguided. Zion has a perfect sage body. Makoto is just Uchiha's lack of blue physique. Where is Zion's opponent? After solving these issues, Zion finally had the opportunity to go to Kurigakure. Regarding the genius Zion wants to win over this time, it has been confirmed. That is the 7 of the 7 ninja swords. Now 3rd Mizukage had already tortured these geniuses almost, and they didn't even give them a way to survive, vowing to kill them all. This has made these geniuses doubt life. As long as you show up and give them 2 choices, you can naturally make them surrender to Kurigakure easily. Ding, A-level mission. Take away 7 Kurigakure ninja swords, mission reward, 30,000 points, Paramesha timely fruit, water style water dragon bite, mission failure, no punishment. Before Zion was about to leave for Mist Shinobi, the system issued another mission. Although it was an A-level task, the rewards made Zion shine. Paramesha fruit. After seeing the task reward, Zion smiled very satisfied. This fruit can be regarded as a causal fruit, and its attack power is not strong. It also belongs to the auxiliary fruit. If developed properly, it can be called invincible, and it can play a function similar to Zion's Mangekyo Sharingan. Called the nemesis of some pervert ninjutsu. For example, Izanagi, Flying Thunder God, etc., no matter how fast you are, how many times you can resurrect from death, the fruit of a time can change you back to the original state. But if it is not used well, it is a pure auxiliary fruit. In the original book, Kazuki Oden's wife Kazuki ate this fruit when she ate the fruit, and then used the fruit's ability to send Akasaku 9 heroes and Momosuke Kazuto 20 years later. This ability is very interesting. Yourself, can you send other people to more than 10 years later? For example, let Namikaze Minato see how Sarutobi Hiruzen abused his son Naruto in the future. Another example, let the Uchiha clan see how bleak their fate will be in the future. What choice will they make then? It sounds interesting. Maybe, it can also change the inherent concept of these guys who have been brainwashed by the will of fire. In Kurigaker, 3rd Mizukage, under the control of Zion Wood Clone, began to hunt down Kurigaker's genius. 3rd Mizukage, do you have to drive us to death? In a hidden corner of Kurigaker, the Loquat Juzang, the Watermelon Mountain Puffer Fish Ghost, the Chestnut Skewers Pill, the Grass Wild Bait, the Black Holea, the Watermelon Mountain Puffer Fish Ghost and others are grouped together. Each of them was seriously injured and embarrassed. The only thing to mention is that the owner of the double sword flounder has been killed by Zion and is now handed over to the 11-year-old Ghost Lantern Full Moon. I didn't expect 3rd Mizukage to be so crazy after getting the rights. I really can't figure out where we angered him. Loquat Shazang leaned against a big tree, panting for breath, feeling resentful in his heart. Since 3 years ago, 3rd Mizukage has started his crazy killing. But all the geniuses who have made a name for themselves in the village have been hunted down by 3rd Mizukage for extremely absurd reasons. Even the students in the ninja school have to start to kill each other as the evaluation index for graduation. Now it doesn't make any sense to untangle this. The next batch of Wuluin Anbu is coming. Hurry up and rest and prepare to fight again. Ghost Lantern Manmoon said calmly. A few minutes later, as the Ghost Lantern Full Moon said, Mist Shinobi Anbu chased and killed again. The 7 were still lost after the First World War. It's not that the 7 of them are weak, but Mist Shinobi Anbu has too many people. The strength of the 7 ninja swords was far from the peak period of the 3 wars in the original work, so they could only flee in embarrassment. Up to now, you can only leave the village if you want to survive. Before they knew it, the 7 had arrived at Kurigaker's gate. I am going to leave. Anyway, I will be attacked by 3rd Mizukage sooner or later if I stay in the village. It's better to go out and break out. I don't believe that there is no place for me in such a big ninja world. I don't have any feelings for the village anymore. My friends, relatives and clansmen have all been killed, and I have to leave. Not surprisingly, the 7 of the 7 ninja swords chose to leave one after another. After all, Kurigaker is no longer worthy of their nostalgia. Under the madness of 3rd Mizukage, their relatives, friends, teammates and clansmen were all dead. Of course, all of these are Zion's masterpieces. Otherwise, how could the 7 shinobi betray the village and be completely disappointed in Cloud Shinobi village? In fact, there is no psychological pressure for Zion to do this. If he doesn't do it, Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Obito will do it in the future. Just a few hundred meters after they stepped out of Kurigaker, 3 figures stood in front of them. Looking at the 3 figures, the 7 ninja swords clenched tightly in their hands, and at the same time they felt an extremely dangerous aura. Want to join Cloud Shinobi village? If you don't want to, you can die. At this moment, the leading man opened his mouth and said, the whole person exploded with a super shadow aura. Okay, it's so terrifying. Looking at the man in front of him, the 7 ninja swords felt a panic of fear from the soul at the same time. Then someone recognized Zion's appearance. You are 4th Raikage, Yayoi Zion. Why would such a big man appear in Kurigaker? Although Kurigaker did not participate in the Second Ninja World War, they must have heard of the name Yayoi Zion, the man who changed the battle with one person. Why would such a man appear in this place? Are you soliciting us? With the breath of a super cage level powerhouse, Loquat Juzo raised his head with difficulty, looked at Zion and said, of course, is it possible that I am here to see your jokes? Zion smiled casually. I am willing to follow in the footsteps of Lord 4th Raikage, join Cloud Shinobi Village, and serve Cloud Shinobi Village. At this time, the Ghost Lantern Full Moon was the first to express his position. After all, the Ghost Lantern clan had been killed, and he was extremely disappointed in Kurigaker. Now that such a big man takes the initiative to recruit himself, Ghost Lantern Full Moon will certainly agree. After all, after entering Cloud Shinobi village, Kurigakure's ninjas dare not chase. I do too. Me too. Seeing one person express his opinion, the other 6 people also expressed their attitudes. Oh, I showed my loyalty so soon, but not anyone is qualified to join my Cloud Shinobi village. I have to try your talents too. Zion smiled casually, then turned halfway to look at the 2 people beside him. If you can hold on to them for more than 3 minutes, you will have enough qualifications to join Cloud Shinobi village. Let's do it. 2 people, 3 minutes. It seems we were really underestimated by Master Raikage. Loquat Shazang gave a cold cry and took the lead, and the others followed suit. It's not that the Loquat Shazang swells, but he knows the strength of the 7 ninja swords. Together, 7 people can defeat even 2 cage-level powerhouses. He still doesn't believe that the 2 young men in front of him have the level of cage-level powerhouses. It's so pitiful to be weak and swollen. Momo increase, 30 times, lateral bolt of pain, chop. The man codenamed Lee yelled violently, and with a heavy fist cut the broken knife and the decapitation knife from it, and at the same time he knocked the Loquat Juzang flying out, spitting out a large mouthful of blood. What a terrible power! Loquat Shazang struggled to get up from the ground. If he hadn't avoided the vital point by himself, I'm afraid this would be dead. Then he heard the exclamation of the other 5 people. Asshole, idiot, this uncle is performing his mission for the first time in 3 years, and he must not shame the village. 7 knives, all come to my uncle. After the man codenamed Tai came to a bad rap, he stretched out one hand, and the 6 knives were immediately absorbed away. How? What kind of ninjutsu is this? The ninja swordsman was a little stunned. They didn't understand what was going on, and the ninja in their hands was sucked away at their will. Of course, except Samahata. After all, Samahata is not like a knife in a sense, because it is not made of iron. Asshole, idiot, I can escape my uncle's magnetism. It seems that that is not an ordinary knife. Looking at Samahata in the hands of the watermelon mountain blowfish ghost, the man codenamed Tai was taken aback. Tai, get out of the way, his sword is weird, let me meet him. Momo 30-fold increase lightning style lariat. The man named Lee gave a cold drink, and a raging fighting spirit ignited in his eyes. He violently went to the side of the watermelon mountain puffer ghost and slammed into Samahata directly with the power of his wrist. Are you crazy? My big knife, Samahata, is chakra that can absorb people, and it rushes so straight. The watermelon mountain blowfish ghost gave a cold cry, with a trace of contempt in his eyes. But the next moment, he was stunned. Her Samahata touched the enemy's wrist and made a whine of pain, constantly swinging, and directly got rid of her own control. Ninjutsu. The watermelon mountain puffer ghost felt his trembling arms, as if the blow hit someone instead of Samahata, he was probably dead now. It's so boring. I didn't hold on for 2 minutes, Lord Raikage, are these guys really Kurigakure's geniuses? The man named Lee said boredly. The moment the Ninto sword was lost, the battle was completely over. Without the ninja sword, the strength of the 7 ninja swords is the best, that is, the elite Jonin. What's more, they are still far from the peak, even the elite Jonin may not have the strength. This battle was so easy, the opponent had absolutely no power to fight back. After hearing the slightly contemptuous words of the man codenamed Tai, the faces of the 7 ninja blades couldn't help but turn dark. Although the other party is telling the truth, this feeling of being despised makes these geniuses feel very uncomfortable. After all, they have been the envy of everyone since they were young, and they have always been the only ones who pretended to be coercion, but now they have become waste in others' mouths. Since it failed, it proves that your talents are too bad and you are not qualified to join my Cloud Shinobi village. Then you can die for me. Zion didn't bother to talk nonsense. There was faint thunder and lightning roaring around, and the heartbeat of the 7 ninja swords was about to stop. Wait, Lord Raikage, please give us a chance. We will definitely play for Cloud Shinobi. Yes, Master Raikage, we are willing to give everything to join Cloud Shinobi. I just ask you to give us another chance. After feeling the killing intent emanating from Zion, the 7 ninja blades put down their dignity and pleaded. Years of combat experience made them feel that 4th Raikage wanted to kill himself, nothing more than moving his fingers. They finally escaped from the torture and devastation of 3rd Mizukage. I don't want to be killed just a few hundred meters away. That's too awkward. Really, for the sake of you begging me so much, I will give you another chance. Zion smiled when he heard the words. The reason why I brought Yui and Killer Bee was to test the strength of the two and the talent of the Ninja 7. The second is to strike a genin knife with 7 people. After all, geniuses are always arrogant and sometimes difficult to discipline. Only by destroying their pride can they truly be subdued. Now it seems that the pride of the Ninja 7 has been almost destroyed by Yui and Killer Bee, and you can safely and boldly conquer it. Master Raikage is enlightened. We must work hard for Cloud Shinobi Village. Thank you Raikage-sama for opening up the internet, I will prove myself. Hearing this, the Ninja Knife 7 all let out a sigh of relief. Joining Cloud Shinobi is also a good choice. After all, Cloud Shinobi is already recognized as the strongest village in the ninja world. After joining Cloud Shinobi, I am no longer afraid of the threat of Mist Shinobi, and I am not afraid of dissatisfaction with 3rd Mizukage. No matter how dissatisfied you are, 3rd Mizukage, do you dare to send someone into Kurigakure for assassination? And they have also heard of the style of Cloud Shinobi Village. Raikage behaves upright and fair, and the top management is also very united. There is almost no rebellion in the village. Joining Cloud Shinobi is a chance for a new life, which means a new start. Don't relax too early, joining Cloud Shinobi comes at a price. Zion then planted a confinement charm on the 7. This spell is a spell used by Uchiha Madara on Obito and Nohara Lin in the original book. The person who is planted with this technique, even the cage-level powerhouse's behavior will be controlled, and the spell is planted in the heart, and there is no way to unlock it by himself. This spell was exchanged by Zion at the system, and it didn't cost much, and it was worth it to subdue the 7 ninja swords. After being planted with the spell, the ninja swordsman was a little helpless, knowing that their behavior would be restricted by the other party, and Zion was completely in control of life and death. But then I thought about it, only in this way can I successfully join Cloud Shinobi without being jealous. After all, I am a ninja from Mist Shinobi and don't pay anything. Raikage trusts myself. It's a gain and a loss. Don't worry, you have to work hard for Cloud Shinobi Village. I will treat you as people from Cloud Shinobi. In the future, you will change your name to Cloud Shinobi. Zion waved his hand to appease everyone. Thank you Lord Raikage. Hearing that, the 7 people knelt on one knee at the same time and saluted Zion. Lee, Tai, you go to Kurigakure, look for a little girl named Terumime, and bring her to Cloud Shinobi Village. After conquering the Ninja 7, Zion let Yui and Killer Bee enter Kurigakure to look for Terumime. Today, Terumime is still very young, only about 7 years old. The reason for looking for her, apart from Terumime's own talent, is purely Zion's selfishness. I want to help Makoto find someone who can replace Makoto to correct the file. Judging from Terumime's political ability to overthrow Uchiha Obito's blood mist rule in the future, Terumime is fully qualified for this job. Zion does not need to worry about the safety of Yui and Killer Bee sneaking into Kurigakure. Now that Kurigakure's masters have been killed, even if he comes into contact with the control of 3rd Mizukage, Yui and Killer Bee are more than enough to play 3rd Kazekage. In just a few weeks, the 7 ninjas were influenced by the atmosphere of Cloud Shinobi Village. Compared with Kurigakure's bloody policy, Cloud Shinobi Village is simply paradise. In Cloud Shinobi Village, 4th Raikage is a god-given existence. Therefore, the 7 ninjas who were brought back by Zion were also warmly welcomed by Cloud Shinobi civilian ninjas and the people. Here, the 7 ninja swords have gained long-lost respect and friendship. Soon they regarded Cloud Shinobi Village as their second hometown. There is no way. After several years of living under the bloody policy, their psychology is almost distorted. Seeing Cloud Shinobi Village, a shinobi village united with folk customs, naturally produced a feeling of yearning deep in their hearts. After being in contact with the people of Cloud Shinobi Village for a long time, even the characters of the 7 have become sunny, not at all like the gloomy and bloodthirsty in the original book. In a blink of an eye, another 7 years have passed, and 10 years have passed since the Second Ninja World War. After 10 years of development, the economy and strength of the major ninja villages have reached a peak, and gradually, the martial arts faction in the ninja world began to rise. Some big ninja villages couldn't help but start to make the idea of surrounding small ninja villages, and the signs of war were about to begin. In the past 7 years, the strength of Cloud Shinobi Village has also increased several times. Among the 10,000 ninja army, at least 5,000 have learned Zion's Marine 6 styles. In addition, the 7 Jonin swords also grew up under Zion's guidance, reaching the peak level of the original work, and obtained many gifts and training from Zion's S-level water-style ninjutsu. Compared with the peak of the original work, his strength is much stronger. At present, it can be said that the sum of cage-level powerhouses in Cloud Shinobi Village is probably more than the sum of other shinobi villages. Master Raikage, according to reliable information, 3rd cage is missing. In Raikage's office, he was able to successfully replace Makoto and Kushina, and had the unique charm of the original work. At this time, 14-year-old Terumi conveyed this important information to Zion. Really, time flies so fast. After hearing Terumi information, Zion's eyes drenched. The disappearance of 3rd cage means that the 3rd Ninja War is about to begin. In the original book, 3rd cage is not missing, but killed by Sasori of the Red Sand, and made a puppet. Sasori is Chiyo's grandson. His parents died at the hands of Konoha's White Fangya Hataki in the 2nd Ninja War. At that time, Konoha's White Fang was one enemy 3, facing 3rd cage and Sasori's parents, and retired while completing a double play. All this also led to a major change in Sasori's personality, blaming 3rd cage's incompetence for the death of his parents, and finally assassinating 3rd cage. After 3rd cage disappeared, the Tsunade group of dragons had no leader, so some fighting factions in Deepening village began to move around and aimed at Sand Shinobi. In the original book, Cloud Shinobi Village was the first to attack Sand Shinobi after 3rd cage disappeared. But not anymore. Zion has no interest in Tsunade. It is too poor and it is too far away from Cloud Shinobi Village to be unnecessary. Zion is not interested, but it doesn't mean that other ninja villages are not interested. The little old man Onogi has already started to mobilize Iwagakure's ninjas and is ready to take action on Tsunade. Master Raikage, do you say there will be war? Asked Terumi, who already had tan curly hair on the side and exuded a charming temperament. After 7 years of life, Terumi has fully integrated into Cloud Shinobi Village. After all, her life in Kurigakure is also very bleak. Compared with Kurigakure, Cloud Shinobi Village is a paradise, and she is very satisfied. In the past 7 years, Terumi has also reached cage level under the guidance of Zion, and has obtained hot fruits. Cooperating with her 2 blood inheritance limits, it can cause more powerful lethality and destructive power. War will definitely break out, but I don't know how it will break out. Zion didn't dare to make a conclusion. After all, I have no interest in Tsunade now, and I will definitely not take the lead. At that time, I can only count on Konoha or Iwagakure to take action and ignite the war. Then shall we participate? To whom can I play? Hearing that there was a war, Terumi suddenly became interested. In the past 7 years, she has grown rapidly under the guidance of Lord Raikage, but she has been the secretary of Lord Raikage for the past 7 years, handling some official affairs for Zion, and rarely has the opportunity to perform tasks. As a result, Terumi never knew how strong her true strength was. Now I finally have a chance to verify. Are you also a war mad? The war is not a joke, Terumi. Zion looked at Terumi as if he saw the figure of a trumpet Kushina. After acquiring lava fruit, Kushina's strength has grown rapidly and she has also practiced Sage Mode in the past 7 years. With her Uzumaki fairy body's innate physique in Sage Mode, Kushina's strength may have reached the peak of cage level. In terms of destructive power and large-scale damage, Kushina may be able to wrestle with the super cage level powerhouse. Isn't there Raikage-sama? Just go to the battlefield to get soy sauce like me, nothing will happen. Terumi smiled lightly, as if she was born with charm. Zion always felt that this Nizi was discharging herself. Well, we will join this war sooner or later. You speak to Cloud Shinobi Ninja in my name, so that everyone is ready to participate in the war. Zion ordered, because just now, the system released the task again. Super S-class mission. Lead Cloud Shinobi Village to victory in the 3rd Ninja War. Mission rewards. Pluton, 10 Tails Chakra, Sparkling Fruit, Perfect Sage Mode, Time Limit, Unlimited, Mission Failure, no penalty. Seeing this task, Zion's eyes became straight. If I can get 10 tails chakra, I am afraid that my strength will be able to usher in an explosive growth. And this Pluton, Zion doesn't know what it is, it should be some kind of super awesome thing. After all, Pluton is still ahead of 10 tails chakra. Zion, I have something to discuss with you. It didn't take long for Kushina to arrive at Reikage's office, ignoring Terumi Mei's presence, and sat down on Zion's body. Now that Kushina is an adult, the relationship with Zion is naturally one step closer. What's the matter? Zion decided to tease Kushina. Hey, this time third Kazekage has disappeared. Tsunade has no leader. It will definitely be coveted by other shinobu villages. 10 years have passed since the Second Ninja World War, and the major ninja villages have gradually recovered their vitality and are not satisfied with the current power disputes. Maybe, the next war will break out. Kushina's eyes flashed with violence. What do you mean? Zion asked, a little surprised at the same time. Unexpectedly, Kushina's vision is also very long-term. Seeing the disappearance of third Kazekage can tell that the ninja war is about to break out. However, it is 9 tails Jinchuriki in the original book, and it is not uncommon to have a long-term political perspective. Diaresis. Of course I was on the battlefield. I was too young for the Second Ninja War. You would rather bring Makoto than me. This time is a good opportunity, I won't let it go again. Saying that, part of Kushina's body turned into magma, which was proof of her excitement. Where do you think the battlefield is? Can you make fun of it? Zion asked silently. Zion, isn't my strength enough? Except you in the entire Cloud Shinobi village, I'm afraid no one in Makoto will be my opponent. Not even Uncle Third Reikage. Zion, if you don't let me go to the battlefield, I will ignore you again. Kushina was anxious. She was really afraid Zhao Hao Yun wouldn't let herself go on the battlefield. Well, I will definitely let you go. How about letting you be the commander-in-chief? Zion laughed. Mwah. Kushina gave Zion a heavy kiss on the cheek, and said excitedly. Zion, I knew you were the best. Ahem, Lord Kushina, I'm here too, pay attention to the impact. Terumi Mei's eyes straightened on the side. Terumi Mei, as Reikage's secretary, do you still need to remind me what you need to do at this time? Kushina said unkindly suddenly. To Terumi Mei, Kushina has developed a certain sense of crisis. This little girl has already shown charm at the age of 14 and must be beaten. Otherwise, with Zion's character as a big pig's hoof, she might be taken into her arms. It's terrible for a woman to be jealous. Zion looked helplessly at this scene. Terumi Mei was frightened by Kushina's violent temper just now, so she hurried out of Reikage's office. HMPH, you are ashamed to say that if someone is 14 years old, you just keep staring at me. You didn't look at me like that when I was 14 years old. If you dare to do this, I will kill you. Kushina was wronged and threatened. There is no other way. Zion waved her hand. Regarding her face, Kushina could definitely rank in the top 10 or even the top 5 of Hokage. Regarding body shape, I am afraid that none of the top 20 can be ranked. Terumi Mei can squeeze into the top 3 regardless of her face and figure. How does this compare? Afterwards, I stayed with Kushina in Reikage's office for a while. After returning home, Zion talked to Makoto and Tsunade about the upcoming war. The war is about to break out, and we should also participate in it. Makoto looked at Zion. Now Makoto has Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and his strength has reached Kage level. As for where her Eternal Mangekyo came from, Zion naturally got it through the task. In addition to Makoto, Zion also owns Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Yes, the strength of Cloud Shinobi village is already very strong. I don't need Reikage to take the initiative to mention it. Many people have already applied to me to play. Zion nodded. Cloud Shinobi is definitely going to join this ninja world war. The strength of Cloud Shinobi village has been unprecedentedly strong, but it must seek the greatest benefit. The most important thing in war is expansion. If expansion fails, it means failure on the battlefield. Speaking of expansion, the land ceded to Cloud Shinobi village during the Second Ninja Wars, the Land of Fire, earned more than 10 billion taels every year. Over the past 10 years, this piece of land has brought more than 100 billion taels of income to Cloud Shinobi village. Now Cloud Shinobi village is second only to Konoha in economic strength in addition to its military strength. This time our goal is still the country of fire. Tsunade analyzed from the side. In the past 7 years, Tsunade has also grown. After learning Sage Mode, she has also reached the peak of Cage level. The destructive power is the same as Kushina, comparable to Super Cage level. Yes, who made the land of fire so fertile and so weak? If virtue is not worthy, there will be disasters. Let us replace them to rule the country of fire. Zion has already thought about it, and now the strength of Cloud Shinobi village is unprecedentedly strong. You can eat more of the land of the country of fire without worrying about losing it. Makoto, this time I'm the commander-in-chief. Kushina said triumphantly, as if showing off something. Zion, is this true? Did you really decide like that? Both Makoto and Tsunade's eyes widened. They have no opinion on Kushina's strength, that is, Kushina's temper and character. It is easy to impulsive. She always feels uneasy when she is the commander-in-chief. Of course, but this time there are 3 commanders, you are all. Of course, Zion was not relieved. But since I agreed to Kushina, I had to make her the commander-in-chief. Zion, if there are 3 commanders, can they still be called commanders? Kushina said angrily. Isn't it called the commander-in-chief? Is it called the deputy commander? I don't have any problem with you if you want to call the deputy commander. Zion had to pretend to be confused. It is impossible for him to give Kushina the decision-making power of Cloud Shinobi village. It's Zion. Kushina was angrily, but there was no good way. Who made Zion Raikage? At the same time, several guests came to the gate of Cloud Shinobi village. I'm going to see Yayoi Zion again, and I hope this negotiation will go smoothly. The headed man looks full of sullen energy, and is Orochimaru, one of Konoha Sannin. Since the disappearance of 3rd Kazekage, Konoha has also predicted that the 3rd Ninja War will definitely break out. So they immediately sent Orochimaru to negotiate with Cloud Shinobi village. As for who Konoha is most afraid of course he is afraid of Cloud Shinobi village. Especially Konoha F4. I feel angry and hate to hear Yayoi Zion's name, but I have to admit that Cloud Shinobi village is too powerful. If the 3rd Ninja War is fought and Cloud Shinobi village attacks Konoha again, Konoha will definitely suffer heavy losses. So Sarutobi Hiruzen sent someone to Cloud Shinobi village to negotiate, hoping that the 2 villages would form an alliance. The current Orochimaru has started the research on forbidden technique and immortality, but he was not disappointed with Konoha. Orochimaru was really disappointed with Konoha after being robbed of 4th Hokage's position by Namikaze Minato after World War III. So this time Orochimaru took the initiative to invite him. After all, he is still interested in the position of 4th Hokage. Another reason is that Orochimaru is very interested in the demon power of Cloud Shinobi. According to the information he inquired, the power of the devil can make a person suddenly possess the ability similar to the boundary of blood. Like Zion's thunder and lightning body and fusion ability, it belongs to a kind of demon power. Entering Cloud Shinobi village this time, he hopes to see more demon powers. After entering Cloud Shinobi village, if I find out that you are acting inappropriately, kill it on the spot. The one who is now in charge of guarding the gate of Cloud Shinobi is Loquat Juzo, one of the 7 ninja swords. He spoke coldly to Konoha. The Konoha shinobi next to Orochimaru was very angry. Anyone who watched the door could be arrogant to himself, which was really useless. On the contrary, Orochimaru looked calm and calm. The strength of Cloud Shinobi village is much stronger than Konoha. If you want others to give you a good face, you must first improve your own strength. Don't worry, we are very sincere this time, and we won't mess around. Could you please report 4th Raikage? Orochimaru said kindly. Loquat Shazang gave a cold snort, and then sent someone to inform Zion, and soon Zion let Orochimaru and others come in. You can go in alone, and the rest are waiting outside. The one who is in charge of keeping the Raikage building safe is the Ghost Lantern Manmoon, one of the 7 ninjamen. Amazing boldness. Orochimaru looked at the Ghost Lantern full moon with interest, and then entered the Raikage building alone. Orochimaru, what are you doing to me? You should know that Cloud Shinobi and Konoha have never dealt with each other. Sarutobi Hiruzen, they are eager to pump my muscles and drink my blood. Did he ask you to assassinate me? Zion looked at Orochimaru and said lightly. No, Lord Raikage, don't get me wrong. On behalf of Konoha, I will offer our sincerity to Cloud Shinobi village this time. We are willing to form an alliance with Cloud Shinobi Village. I just hope that Cloud Shinobi Village will not attack Konoha. Orochimaru said quickly, for fear that Zion would misunderstand what he meant. Haha, Orochimaru, I heard that you have actively invited Ying to negotiate with me at Cloud Shinobi Village this time. It seems that you are very interested in the location of 4th Hokage. But with all due respect, the position of 4th Hokage cannot be given to you at all. Orochimaru, do you want to see how you end up with Konoha? After talking, Zion smiled wickedly, because he suddenly became interested. If Orochimaru was sent to the end of the 3 wars and let him see what kind of choice he would make after Konoha's end, Zion was a little bit looking forward to it. Immediately after that, the ability of Shiguo was activated. Master Raikage, what do you want to do to me? An unknown premonition suddenly rose in Orochimaru's heart, and then before he had time to make a defensive posture, a golden light flashed in front of him, and the sky revolved. Opening his eyes again, Orochimaru found that his surroundings didn't seem to have changed in particular, but there was another weirdness that couldn't be said. Because everyone here knows himself, because they are all Konoha's ninjas. But it seems that everyone seems to be a few years old, with an indescribable sense of weirdness. Don't worry, this is my ability. Now we are in Konoha. The picture you see is Konoha's situation after the Third Ninja World War. At this moment, Zion spoke leisurely from the side. What the hell did you do to me? Why do I feel this way? Is it an illusion? Orochimaru stared at Zion and asked warily. You can try it. Zion smiled brilliantly and said. Then Orochimaru started to activate the chakra in his body and found that it was not an illusion. In other words, all of this is true. Orochimaru's heart surged like a stormy wave. I actually traveled through time and space. What a terrible ninjutsu is this? 4th Raikage, the master actually has the power to travel through time and space. Don't be surprised. Haven't you always dreamed of fighting to become 4th Hokage? Now I can show you whether your efforts can make you 4th Hokage. Zion said leisurely. To be honest, this is the first time Zion has used this ability, so Zion is also very excited. Because Zion didn't know what happened in this world, after all, it was a world that had passed through. In order not to affect the timeline, Zion also specifically asked Orochimaru to hide in the different space of his own fruit. In this way, he can see everything outside without having any impact on the world. It is completely observing the entire event as a bystander. This is, Konoha was defeated. Orochimaru's vertical pupils shone brightly, and everyone on Konoha Street was downcast. Obviously, in the Third Ninja World War, Konoha's results were very unsatisfactory, because everyone's face was filled with despair. At the same time, in Konoha's office, Konoha F4's expression is also very solemn. Hiruzen, this war failed, and even Konoha's doubts about you have come to the culmination. In order to appease the people and the hearts of the people, it is time for you to consider abdicating. Danzo said coldly, I know this. The question is, who should I give Hokage's position to? Sarutobi Hiruzen had a bitter face, and it was obvious that he couldn't let go of his nostalgia for power. But the facts have become like this. If you don't step down, you will sooner or later be ousted by the people. It's better to take the initiative to step down and seek self-sufficiency. It's very simple. Although we suffered a terrible defeat, 2 candidates played well in this 3 wars. One is your personal disciple, one of Konoha Sannin who defeated San Shinobi in the Battle of Kikyo Mountain and captured many people, Orochimaru. The other one was saved many times in the Third Ninja World War, the yellow flash of the famous ninja world, Namikaze Minato. You detained Kaharu, the 2 elders Mito Homura said. As this, discussing the next generation of Naruto's heirs. Orochimaru, who is located in a different space, saw this scene, flashing light in the vertical pupil. It seems that all my efforts have not been in vain. In the hearts of Konoha's senior management, I am also one of the candidates for 4th Hokage. Ha ha, seeing Orochimaru's expression, Zion was overjoyed. The more you hope, the harder you fall. If Namikaze Minato is seen as 4th Hokage, Orochimaru doesn't know how he will react. I recommend Orochimaru. Orochimaru was named one of Konoha Sannin by Yayoi Zion in the Second Ninja World War, leaving countless legends. In the past 2 decades, he has also made great contributions to Konoha. It was Konoha who completed the person who has the most ninjutsu. Regardless of prestige, performance, strength or merit, he is a well-deserved candidate for 4th Hokage. As for Namikaze Minato, he did well in the 3 wars, but he was too young to be elected by Hokage. Danzo spoke first. As he secretly cooperates with Orochimaru, he naturally recommends Orochimaru. I think Danzo makes sense. I second. Udatain Kaharu, Mito Homura agreed to this proposal. In their opinion, Orochimaru is indeed a more suitable candidate for 4th Hokage. After all, he has been famous for a long time. In terms of strength, he is Konoha Sannin, who is personally named by Yayoi Zion, the #1 strongman in the ninja world. In terms of merit, Orochimaru completed 108 level missions for Konoha, surpassing the second-placed Jiraiya. Note: this is the feat before Orochimaru defected, and was later surpassed by Jiraiya's sub-S level mission after defecting. In terms of dazzling performance, Kikyosen defeated Sand Shinobi in the first battle, which gave Konoha a lot of breathing opportunities. Namikaze Minato is good at strength, but in terms of merit or fame, it is not as good as Orochimaru, and Namikaze Minato is only in his early 20s. He became Hokage at such an age, I might not be able to convince the public. Sure enough, compared to the guy Minato, I'm the only one who is more suitable for 4th Hokage. Upon seeing this, Orochimaru's vertical pupils in the different space of the door were shining with excitement. I deserve to have worked hard for Konoha for so long. It seems that although Konoha F4 has done a lot of dirty things, their eyes are still sharp in this matter. Everything is right, but I recommend Namikaze Minato. At this moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen spoke. Ms. Sarutobi, is this? Orochimaru was stunned and didn't understand why his teacher would recommend Namikaze Minato. In terms of merit and fame, I am far above Namikaze Minato. In terms of strength, although Namikaze Minato possesses Flying Thunder God technique and can be invincible, he will not easily lose to him. Exactly, why? Did not make Orochimaru wait too long. The next moment, he immediately understood. Hiruzen, you are crazy. Namikaze Minato is too young to be a Hokage at such a young age, it's hard to convince the crowd. Danzo, Udatain Kaharu, Mito Homura were all stunned. Isn't it because he is young that makes him more suitable for Hokage? At this moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen's mouth had a meaningful smile. You mean, the tacit understanding of many years of partners made Danzo and the 2 elders instantly understand the meaning of Sarutobi Hiruzen. It is precisely because Namikaze Minato is young enough to be a Hokage. After all, he is too young, inexperienced, and unavoidable, so he needs more guidance. In this way, isn't Konoha's power still in the hands of RF4? Yes, Hiruzen is right, Namikaze Minato is indeed a better candidate for 4th Hokage. But if Namikaze Minato is elected, Orochimaru's heart will be somewhat unhappy, maybe he will do something extraordinary. Soon, Danzo, Udatain Kaharu, Mito Homura and others also made trouble. Although Namikaze Minato was elected 4th Hokage more in their interests. But how to appease Orochimaru is also a big problem. After all, Orochimaru's contribution to Konoha is indeed too great, and he is far above Namikaze Minato in terms of qualifications. And this is not the original work. Konoha was defeated in the Third Ninja War. If the black box operation is too obvious, I am afraid it will cause Orochimaru's dissatisfaction, which will lead to some extraordinary things happen. Isn't it easy? Orochimaru is too ambitious. He is obsessed with researching bands, and Konoha often disappears strangely. After speaking, Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at Shimura Danzo. It's not that he didn't understand these things, but he just opened one eye and closed one eye. You know, the more unclean things, the better this kind of person is, master. I believe he will be warned a little bit about this information. With Orochimaru's wit, he should be able to understand what this means. Sarutobi Hiruzen said after a little thought. Wouldn't it be easy for someone not to be Hokage? Especially for a ninja like Orochimaru who has been in Konoha for many years, who doesn't have the old black material. I understand, I will inform him of this. Then Danzo took the initiative to stand up. Then it is so decided, Namikaze Minato was elected 4th Hokage, and then I will go to talk to the major families, let them support Namikaze Minato in the Hokage election meeting. Then Sarutobi Hiruzen also stood up and left the office. Ms. Sarutobi, you actually. At the same time, a strong chakra breath erupted from Orochimaru in the different space. But people outside cannot perceive it at all. At this time, Zion certainly won't let Orochimaru affect the development of things. It can be seen that Orochimaru is quite angry. However, he has always been introverted, and he does not show the emotion of anger on his face. In the original work, Orochimaru's anger is mostly a whispering threat, and seldom yells. Interesting. Zion smiled satisfied. What I want is this effect. Fourth Raikage, this is your illusion. At the same time, Orochimaru, who had calmed down, looked at Zion and said unwillingly. Although Orochimaru is very clear, he has no illusion at all. But he didn't believe his teacher would treat himself with such a despicable method. In other words, he still has hope for Konoha. Moreover, Yayoi Zion is too powerful. A person who can travel through time and space, isn't he casual when he uses illusions? As a rigorous scientist, Orochimaru will not trust others so easily. I knew you would react like this. It doesn't matter. You don't know what despair is if you don't experience it personally. Zion didn't have much reaction. With Orochimaru's character, it is not surprising to say such a thing. If he believed in himself so easily, then Zion would suspect that Orochimaru in front of him might be a fake. With a swish, golden light flashed, and the two returned to Raikage's office. At this time, the office is all Cloud Shinobi Anbu, and everyone is sweating profusely, obviously looking for something. What are you doing? Zion looked at everything in front of him a little messy. Master Raikage, I was scared to death, where did you go just now? Seeing Orochimaru and Zion suddenly appearing, Tsurumi patted her heart and breathed a sigh of relief. The two were obviously still negotiating just now, but after a golden light flashed, the two disappeared at the same time. Tsurumi was at a loss and called out a bunch of Cloud Shinobi Anbu to help search for the whereabouts of the two. It's okay, there is no need to mobilize people for this kind of thing in the future. Are you still afraid that I will be killed by others? Zion looked at Tsurumi and smiled. He knew Tsurumi was worried about herself, so he didn't blame her. I see, Lord Raikage. Tsurumi nodded, feeling that she was overly worried. It is impossible for an Orochimaru to assassinate Lord Raikage. Anbu, all get back. After Zion gave an order, Cloud Shinobi Anbu withdrew one after another. I've told you the truth of the matter. As for how to choose, it's all up to you. Then Zion turned his gaze to Orochimaru, who was sweating on his forehead. Just like you said, there are some things you don't experience personally, and you never know what will happen. As a ninja who believes in science, I only believe in the reality that I have witnessed with my own eyes. If that day does come, I will tell you my choice. Orochimaru said leisurely with his always slightly hoarse voice. All right. Zion didn't think too much. He believed that Konoha F4 couldn't make Orochimaru become Hokage. I didn't lack this time. Anyway, Konoha had Orochimaru. They were all lost in the Third Ninja World War. Then Lord Fourth Raikage, about the alliance with Konoha. Orochimaru did not forget his business at this time. Yes, but the materials you said must be delivered immediately, and the agreement will be deemed invalid if it is one day late. Zion nodded and agreed. Konoha proposed an alliance with Cloud Shinobi and was willing to unconditionally donate a batch of supplies. The trade-off is that Cloud Shinobi can't attack Konoha in this battle. How could Zion refuse such a good thing? This is a vain prostitute. Okay, I see, Konoha will definitely deliver the supplies to Cloud Shinobi village within the next week. After Orochimaru nodded, he hurriedly left. Having stabilized the rear, Konoha can concentrate on the battle ahead. In fact, without Cloud Shinobi village, Konoha's strength can still deal with other big shinobi villages. Master Raikage, if we really want to form an alliance with Konoha, wouldn't our plan for Konoha be ruined? After Orochimaru left, Tsurumi looked at Zion in confusion. The so-called agreement is nothing more than a piece of waste paper. It can be torn up at any time, isn't it? Zion smiled faintly, and threw Konoha's agreement aside. Since Konoha wants to give Cloud Shinobi village a batch of supplies for free, why not? As for the agreement, it is no different from toilet paper, just find an excuse at that time. Regarding the skill of finding fault, Zion didn't think anyone in the ninja world could compare with him. In the next week, Konoha delivered a large amount of supplies to Cloud Shinobi Village at the agreed time. Konoha is really rich, but Cloud Shinobi Village can exchange so many supplies without having to sell it. Kushina looked at so many supplies, her eyes lit up. Although Cloud Shinobi Village has surpassed Konoha too much in terms of strength, Konoha is still the number one in terms of economic strength. But this first Konoha will not be long. It can only be said that Konoha's senior management can see clearly. If Cloud Shinobi Village really wants to deal with Konoha, Konoha will definitely lose more than these materials. So they are generous and can give so much money. Tsunade dismissed it. Those old tortoises are not good at strength, but their vision and political sense are indeed lacking, otherwise they would not have held Konoha's government for so many years. Zion, what shall we do next? Since we have signed an agreement with Konoha, we can't deal with Konoha for the time being. In this way, we can only shoot against Iwagakure, Sunagakure or Kurigakure. Makoto looked at Zion and asked about the next decision. Well, aren't the three of you the commander-in-chief? Don't ask me, you can decide what you want to do next. Zion said leisurely. This battle was a good opportunity to train for the Cloud Shinobi ninja, so Zion decided not to take action first. Wait until Cloud Shinobi Village is really not working. In fact, Zion still has confidence in Makoto and the others. Even if he doesn't make a move, Konoha or other Danin villages can't beat Cloud Shinobi. Looking at the high-end combat power alone, Cloud Shinobi Village has Makoto with a Super Cage level, Kushina, and Tsunade 2 Cage level peaks close to Super Cage level. Third Raikage is also in the prime of life. Although he is now living the life of an old fishing man, Cloud Shinobi Village is going to expand. Third Raikage will definitely make a move. Coupled with the combination of the Jonin Sword 7 swordsmen, the Nin Sword 7 swordsmen have already been strong, and the 7 have the strength of a quasi-cage level powerhouse. Among them, Ghost Lantern Manu is already a cage-level powerhouse. The genius of unknown strength in the original book can manipulate 7 ninja swords in the legend, but no one has seen its true strength. Facts have proved that the name of genius is not passed on for no reason. The talent of the Ghost Lantern Full Moon is not bad or even higher than that of Hoshigaki Kisame, the most brilliant of the 7 ninja swords in the future. In addition to these people, Killer Bee and Terumime are also strong at cage level, and their destructive power is even close to the peak of cage level. After all, they have cage level in their own strength, coupled with the suitable devil fruit bonus, their destructive power on the battlefield must be the peak of cage level. At the same time, Cloud Shinobi Village also has 3-tail beasts. 4 tails, 8 tails, 2 tails. Among them, Barubi has never died because of Zion's crossing, so he became the perfect Jinchuriki. In the original book, 8 Tails is very optimistic about Barubi, who knows that he suffered from Orochimaru's plot and died young, otherwise he could become a perfect Jinchuriki. In addition to these cage-level powerhouses, the ordinary ninjas of Cloud Shinobi Village should not be underestimated. Iron Body, Shaved, Finger Pistol. After learning these 3 bodies, offensive and defensive are integrated, even Chunin can have the strength to fight Jonin. It can be said that even if Zion doesn't make a move, Cloud Shinobi Village can push the Shinobi world. In that case, let's take action against Konoha. As soon as Kushina heard that the next thing could be decided by herself, her eyes lit up and a wicked smile appeared. In fact, Kushina and Konoha also have an antagonism, that is, the Whirlpool family. The Vortex family was almost wiped out by Konoha at the beginning, and if it weren't for Zion's help, the Vortex family would have been wiped out. Although Konoha's strategy was unsuccessful, it does not mean that Kushina has no hatred for Konoha. In fact, with Kushina's character, how could she have no hatred for Konoha? She wished Konoha die. When you just get other people's materials, you will shoot at others. Wouldn't it be too good? It will ruin the reputation of Cloud Shinobi Village. Makoto is a bit thin-skinned. After all, Konoha's supplies have just been delivered, so Cloud Shinobi Village has to behave. But despite saying so, Makoto still wanted to shoot Konoha in his heart. Quite simply, Makoto also has enemies with Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to sacrifice his own picture, but it became a shadow of Makoto's childhood. Therefore, Makoto hates Konoha. What's wrong? Did Konoha's senior executives do less nasty things? Tsunade also agreed with Konoha. After all, She and Konoha also had a holiday, although they had already taken revenge. 2 votes to 1 vote, Makoto, don't you count, let's shoot Konoha. Kushina couldn't wait to announce, her eyes gleaming with violence. Well, it was actually 3 votes. I also want to shoot Konoha. Seeing that neither Tsunade nor Kushina had any moral pressure, Makoto also gave up. As for if anyone dares to question the reputation of Cloud Shinobi Village, then they can only go with them. Makoto thinks too much about this. When your fist is big enough, no matter how shameless you are, everyone will be able to wash you for nothing, and you won't think there is any problem with doing this. The reason is simple. Give those people the same conditions as Cloud Shinobi Village. They say that it is more shameless than Cloud Shinobi Village not to customize it. Then it's decided to convene a meeting tomorrow, choose a suitable opportunity, and go directly to Konoha. Kushina announced. Seeing this scene, Zion also laughed. These 3 women have a black abdomen. As soon as someone else paid a huge amount of protection, you rode backhand on the other person's face. Sarutobi Hiruzen would definitely vomit blood after learning this news. But it's no wonder that Tsunade, Makoto, Kushina have a black belly, who made you Konoha offend so many people. And they are all the kind of offending. You know, these 3 people originally belonged to Konoha's camp, and now they are all offended by Konoha. You can only say that the sky is going to kill you Konoha, and no one can save you. So the next day, Kushina, Makoto, and Tsunade served as commanders and held a meeting with the top of Cloud Shinobi Village and all Jonin. Then announced an attack on Konoha a week later. By the way, Zion, what reason do we use to attack Konoha? After the meeting was over, that night, the 3rd daughter and Zion were in the Yayoi family's home. Tsunade fell into Zion's arms and asked, "Whatever, do you still need to ask me about this? Aren't you the commander-in-chief?" Zion smiled. In this case, a large number of the materials Konoha gave us were defective and deliberately disgusting. Kushina said afterwards. When Kushina said this, Zion, Tsunade and Makoto all laughed. Your reason is really disgusting. But it's okay, it's the same for any reason. There is no reason why the big bad wolf hits the little white rabbit, just that the little white rabbit doesn't wear a hat. A week later, the Cloud Shinobi force began to gather. Kushina, Tsunade, and Makoto acted as the 3 commanders, and Terumi acted as an assistant. As for the matters of staying in the care of the village, they were still handed over to 8 Tails Jinchuriki. This time on the battlefield, Zion didn't intend to let Buru compete, in fact, he didn't need to act. Then 5,000 Cloud Shinobi elite ninjas were screened out, most of whom were elites who learned Marine 6 styles. No matter how bad they were, they would have Chunin's level. Then the mighty force set off from Cloud Shinobi Village. Cloud Shinobi Village's departure action was not too concealed. After all, there are so many people, it is impossible to hide. What's more, there are no spies in the Cloud Shinobi Village that are installed in the major shinobi villages. This is simply unrealistic, and Zion usually doesn't bother to catch it. As long as there are no spies at the top, what use is that more Chunin, Genin level spies? No access to the most core secrets. However, in order to prevent Konoha from being too precautionary, Zion said this time that Cloud Shinobi will participate in the Third Ninja World War, but he didn't say which ninja village he would take action against. So Cloud Shinobi Village's actions also attracted everyone's attention. Whether it's Onoki or Sunagaku's 4th Kazekage Luasha, they are a little nervous, for fear that Cloud Shinobi Village will target themselves. Both villages shrank their investment on the battlefield and mobilized most of their troops back to Ninja Village. That's right, since the disappearance of 3rd Kazekage, Sunagaku elders Chiyo and Ebizo chose a wind shadow as quickly as possible. After all, if there is no leader in Danin Village, it is easy to get confused. As for 3rd Kazekage, Sunagaku also sent people to look for it, so this Luasha is currently only acting as an agent. If 3rd Kazekage is found, then 3rd Kazekage will return to the position of Fengiying. Cloud Shinobi Village has such a big move, who do you think they are coming for? After receiving information from the Cloud Shinobi Village team, Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that his right eyelid was twitching fiercely. Although they have formed an alliance with Cloud Shinobi Village for a long time, and have paid a lot of supplies, Sarutobi Hiruzen can't worry about it. After all, he and Zion have had a lot of dealings. In terms of means, Yaoi Zion is no worse than or even stronger than the man who has lived for half a lifetime. Even Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't feel that Zion is worse than himself. After receiving Konoha's supplies on the front foot, they might attack Konoha on the back foot. Yaoi Zion could do it all. No matter who it is, we must be careful. Everyone knows the shamelessness of fourth rakeage. Shimura Danzo gritted his teeth, and there was an unknown premonition in his heart. Cloud Shinobi village has assembled so many troops, who are you going to fight? Tsunade. It's not quite like it. After all, Yaoi Zion's political wisdom is very high. Tsunade and Cloud Shinobi village are so far apart. What did they do to attack Tsunade? Iwagakure is also not very similar. If you want to hit Iwagakure Cloud Shinobi village, you can also go directly over the sea. Kurigakure is the same. Thinking about it, I'm afraid there is only Konoha. I think Danzo is right. First, suspend all attacks on Sand Shinobi and Rock Shinobi, and by the way gather Konoha forces and station them in Unokuni. Once it is discovered that Cloud Shinobi village has a tendency to attack Konoha, we at least cannot let the front line spread to the territory of the Land of Fire. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo thought of going together. After all, they have done a lot of this kind of bad luck. Looking at Cloud Shinobi village is like seeing the original self. Then Sarutobi Hiruzen assembled almost all the strong in the village and a large force of 5,000 Konoha shinobi, and ordered them to station in Unokuni. These include Jiraiya, Orochimaru, Hataki Sukumo, Danzo, Namikaze Minato and other cage-level powerhouses. One more thing, due to Zion's crossing, Hataki was not killed by Konoha's F4 before World War III. After all, Hataki Sukumo's strength is at the peak of cage level, so he killed a cage-level peak power in vain. Konoha F4 still hesitated. At the same time, Sarutobi Hiruzen also went to have an in-depth discussion with the patriarchs of the big families, telling them the importance of this matter, so that they should stop hiding. In the past, for the purpose of retaining strength, the major families would keep one hand in every battle, but now they can't keep it. The strength of Cloud Shinobi village is too strong, and Sarutobi Hiruzen is a little scared. If they really want to fight Konoha and don't fight to the death, where will they have a chance? It can be said that Sarutobi Hiruzen has done everything that can be done. Diaresis. The Konoha shinobi people have gathered in the territory of Unokuni. Are they aware of our thoughts? In the Cloud Shinobi large group on the march, Cloud Shinobi Village Command Operations Department. Kushina looked at the information coming from ahead, feeling a little unhappy in her heart. She did not expect that she had done so long preparations, and in the end the information would still be leaked, and Konoha had taken precautions. I don't think it is just because of Konoha's high-level personality. They are too jealous of Cloud Shinobi Village, so they will prepare in advance. Tsunade analyzed. Then what should we do? Originally wanted to hit them by surprise. Kushina was a little speechless. She had already thought that she must have a good time in this battle. What else can we do? Just fight over. Even if Konoha is ready for everything, it might not be our opponent. Makoto gave Kushina a speechless "Jiao hao jiao." Tenten said he wanted to go to the battlefield, but after he went to the battlefield, that was it. It seems that I have to teach Kushina well. However, Konoha is stationed in Unokuni. It is very likely that he has laid many traps. We must be careful. Tsunade analyzed by the side. Well, I'll be the first when the time comes. After all, no matter what trap is in front of these eyes, it will be ineffective. Makoto said confidently. Makoto of Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan has been turned on, and Susanoo can be fully turned on. Susanoo is completely involved. As long as it is not a cage-level player, he can't even break the defense, let alone a mere trap, song. So soon, after discovering Konoha Shinobi's trail in Unokuni, Makoto rushed over and turned on Susanoo. At the same time, Zion also kept up with Makoto. Although Zion believes in Makoto's strength very much, in case something unexpected happens, so I'll follow along and have a look. Susanoo swelled up to a height of 100 meters, and the Konoha shinobi quickly spotted Uchiha Makoto. After all, Susanoo is too big, you can't find it if you don't want to, not to mention the coercion that Susanoo exudes completely, which directly makes everyone breathless. Makoto's Susanoo is pink, quite feminine. What kind of monster is that? What a terrible chakra, it feels more ferocious than a tail beast. What the hell is it? Is it the enemy? Seeing the 100-meter-high Suzuo ahead, many Konoha shinobi stammered. This is too exaggerated. The Uchiha Patriarch Susanoo has also seen them, and they have not exploded in such an exaggerated manner. Uchiha Makoto, why does her Susanoo look like this? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at the tall body and couldn't help but beat the drums in his heart. Of course he has never seen Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and naturally he has never seen Susanoo. But he had met Susanoo of the Uchiha Patriarch. Compared with Uchiha Makoto's in front of him, Susanoo of the Uchiha Patriarch looks like a child. Not to mention Sarutobi Hiruzen, even the Uchiha clan has never been seen. After all, the only Uchiha Madara in the legendary Uchiha clan has opened Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Hokage-sama, be careful, that is Susanoo. Only Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan can open it. We are not opponents. For the first time, the Cyclops Uchiha clan growled and shouted. In fact, it is not a Cyclops. After so many years, the Uchiha Patriarch has transplanted a Sharingan, although it is a 3-gold jade. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, the head of Uchiha was shocked. Unexpectedly, the mediocre Uchiha Makoto once turned on Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. That's a fetish that only Uchiha Madara has opened. How did you miss such a genius in the first place? But now it's too late to regret, because Makoto has already hacked at the Patriarch Uchiha. Patriarch Uchiha, go to death. Before Clan Uchiha's voice just fell, Makoto's sword smashed down, and the target was Clan Uchiha, the man who once regarded himself as a chess piece. A sword fell, directly killing dozens of Konoha shinobi who were beside the Uchiha Patriarch, taking away the life of Uchiha Patriarch by the way. But the next moment, the Patriarch Uchiha was resurrected. Without a doubt, he used Izanagi again, and then became a Cyclops again. Go to hell. Makoto continued to swing his knife towards Chief Uchiha, but Izanagi could be physically resurrected within a period of time, and Chief Uchiha never died. However, there are also many Konoha shinobi who were cut by Makoto's sword spirit. Good opportunity. First try to see if you can break through her defenses. Seeing that Makoto has a deep obsession with the Uchiha Patriarch, Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes lit up and ordered the Konoha shinobi to attack Uchiha Makoto. Fire style Fire Dragon technique. Lightning style Go. Fire style Unburned technique. Wind style Wind Cut. For a time, thousands of Konoha shinobi people used ninjutsu to attack Uchiha Makoto. However, the moment these ninjutsu touched Susanoo, it was as if water had plunged into the sea, and was swallowed without causing any waves. Even if it can be opened a little broken sometimes, it was quickly repaired by Makoto's chakra. There is no way to break the defense. Is this the power of the Uchiha clan? Orochimaru looked at this scene, a little obsessed. Uchiha's power is so powerful. Good chance. Upon seeing this, Makoto also gave up the attack on the Uchiha Patriarch, swinging his knife to the densest place of Konoha shinobi. In order to break through Makoto's defense, the positions of the Konoha shinobi are relatively concentrated, which is to enhance the power of ninjutsu. But conversely, if you have a concentrated position, it is easy to be taken away by a single trick. As a result, it took the lives of hundreds of Konoha shinobi and cut a crack in the ground. Everyone hurry up. Sarutobi Hiruzen discovered that Konoha shinobi alone could not cause damage to Uchiha Makoto's Susanoo, but instead gave Uchiha Makoto a chance. However, it was not easy to gather together and to disperse, so soon more than 100 Konoha shinobi were killed. In just a few minutes, Konoha had at least lost hundreds of ninjas, and if they were worn down at this rate, Konoha's vitality might have been greatly injured in this battle. The Konoha shinobi, retreat. Orochimaru, Jiraiya, Hataki Sukumo, you will stop Uchiha Makoto with me. Sarutobi Hiruzen immediately ordered. This, how are we going to stop it, Naruto-sama? Hataki was a little dazed. Hataki, which I am proud of, can't even cut a hole, let alone block it. Isn't that going to die? Use 4 red yang formation. Sarutobi Hiruzen decisively ordered. Up to now, I can only use 4 red yang formation to stop Uchiha Makoto. The 4 then displayed the 4 red yang formation, trapping Makoto's complete body Susanoo in the barrier. This enchantment is a ninjutsu that requires 4 fire cage level other powerhouses to use. In the original book, the previous generations of Naruto used this ninjutsu to stop Ten Tails from going outrageously. However, all the Naruto in the original work is the body of impure world reincarnation, and chakra is infinite. The four red yang formation used by Sarutobi Hiruzen and Orochimaru is certainly not as strong as first generation, second generation and fourth generation combined, but even the low-profile version can trap Ten Tails. Even if the power is almost impossible, it can trap Makoto's complete body Susanoo. Let me try to see how hard this enchantment is. Makoto was not afraid, but slashed towards this barrier with a giant blade. One stab did not cause much damage to the enchantment, but Sarutobi Hiruzen, Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Hataki Sukumo, who displayed four red yang formation, were all embarrassed. Although four red yang formation can temporarily trap Uchiha Makoto, it consumes a huge amount of chakra. That knife cut down, to maintain the four red yang formation without breaking, it has consumed a lot of chakra. According to this situation, they can't maintain it for a few minutes. Maybe they will all die here. Hokage-sama, what should I do next? Based on my chakra estimate, it won't last for 5 minutes. Hataki felt the rapid passing of chakra in his body, so he had to ask Sarutobi Hiruzen for instructions. Although Uchiha Makoto was temporarily trapped, it was only a slow-down strategy. If chakra ran out after 5 minutes, it would still be dead, so Hataki Sukumo spoke up. He is not afraid of death, but is afraid that death is meaningless. After all, even if he is dead, he cannot take Uchiha Makoto away. It doesn't need to last that long, just wait until all the Konoha shinobi retreat. Sarutobi Hiruzen said to Hataki Sukumo. His chakra won't last long, but as long as all the Konoha shinobi retreat, he can retreat too. Okay, I get it, Master Naruto. Hataki nodded. Now the Konoha shinobi are retreating as quickly as possible, so it shouldn't be delayed until they run out of chakra. So 3 minutes later, when the four had enough chakra to escape, they solved the four red yang formation. Retreat, Sarutobi Hiruzen ordered, and the four immediately retreated at their fastest speed. And the four of them were experienced and fled in 4 different directions. But in the face of complete Susanoo, unless you are extremely fast, you can run 1 or 2 kilometers in an instant. Otherwise, facing a slash that is enough to split the hill, you will be killed. Obviously none of these 4 have such a speed. Makoto looked at the 4 escaped and decided to solve Sarutobi Hiruzen first. After all, Sarutobi Hiruzen is 3rd Hokage. If he can be solved first, then the battle against Konoha will be much smoother. So Makoto held the giant blade formed by chakra and aimed at the direction of Sarutobi Hiruzen's escape. With a slash, the sword gas rushed out and directly swallowed Sarutobi Hiruzen. Not dead, but before the sword energy swallowed Sarutobi Hiruzen, Makoto's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan saw it. Just when the sword energy was about to kill Sarutobi Hiruzen, a hand of Kuwu flew over with some strange spells, and then a figure rescued Sarutobi Hiruzen and disappeared instantly. Taking advantage of the opportunity of Makoto to attack Sarutobi Hiruzen, Jiraiya and Orochimaru opened the curtain and said that the 3 quickly ran away. It won't be like this next time. Seeing that the 3 of them escaped from their attack range, Makoto said leisurely and then cancelled Susanoo. After all, the large troops of Cloud Shinobi village have not kept up. If they chase them, it will cause the team to become out of touch, so Makoto plans to wait until the large troops of Cloud Shinobi arrive before chasing them down. Makoto, did you manage them all alone? Soon the Cloud Shinobi force arrived, and Kushina was surprised to see the Konoha Shinobi's corpses and traces of battle destruction all over the ground. Not yet, many people ran away, and even a cage-level powerhouse was not killed. Makoto was very humble. He just started to patronize the assassination of Chief Uchiha, so he missed the opportunity. But you are 1 person against 5,000. You can actually beat the opponent away. No, I can't fall behind. Kushina clenched her fist, showing a state of magma on her fist. Kushina, it seems that you are using the battlefield as a playground. This is not a game where you can score by killing the enemy. Don't swell. Makoto was speechless to Kushina. How does it feel that Kushina is playing a game with herself, which is too bloated? But now I really should catch up. After all, Konoha has only fled shortly, and he must not be ready yet. Then Makoto bowed his head and analyzed that now is a good opportunity to take advantage of the chase. How about, Zion, am I right? Seeing Zion admiring herself, Makoto asked. That's right, now is the time to pursue Konoha. Zion nodded in satisfaction. Sure enough, the commander-in-chief still has 3 people more reliable. If Kushina is really given the command, this war will definitely be played by her as a game. Then I'm going to catch up. The rest want to chase Konoha, keep up with me. Hearing both Makoto and Zion say this, Kushina is also ready to take action. To be honest, Kushina usually does tasks for Cloud Shinobi village. They are all spikes. As a result, Kushina has never felt the excitement and fun of the battle. After all, lava fruit is too powerful, and Logia is immune to 99% of ninjutsu and physique, which makes Kushina a bit bloated. Master Kushina, we would like to follow you to kill Konoha. Many Cloud Shinobi village ninjas with a strong desire to fight followed in Kushina's footsteps, including the Ninja 7 and Terumi Mei. Kurigakure's ninjas are more bloodthirsty. Although everyone has a bit of sunshine after staying in Cloud Shinobi village for a long time, the desire to kill in their bones cannot be concealed. Hearing that there was a hunting activity, everyone was eager to try. Well, let's go catch Konoha by surprise. Kushina nodded. The 7 ninja swords, Terumi Mei, and 1,000 Cloud Shinobi village began to chase Konoha in the direction of escape. At the same time, Konoha camp. Minato, thanks to your help this time, otherwise I will explain it. Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was successfully rescued by Namikaze Minato, patted Minato's shoulder with relief. Just now he really thought he was going to die in the hands of Uchiha Makoto, who would have thought that Namikaze Minato suddenly appeared and saved his life. It's nothing, Lord Naruto, I only showed up because I sensed that Lord Naruto is in danger. Namikaze Minato touched his head a little embarrassed. Minato, don't be so humble, you saved Sarutobi teacher and you did a great job for us. Jiraiya also walked up to Namikaze Minato quite proudly. After all, Namikaze Minato is his proud disciple. Namikaze Minato has done meritorious service, and his teacher also followed suit. At the same time, Orochimaru on the side looked at Namikaze Minato silently, his eyes flickering, not knowing what he was thinking. If it was before, he would definitely not care about Namikaze Minato. After all, before the Third World War, Namikaze Minato had a good talent, but his fame was limited to Konoha village, and Orochimaru did not take him seriously. But after going to Cloud Shinobi village and negotiating with Zion, Orochimaru knew that Namikaze Minato was likely to be the man competing with him for the 4th Hokage position. That's why Orochimaru didn't pay attention to Namikaze Minato. In that case, do you want to kill Namikaze Minato here? An evil thought came up in Orochimaru's mind. Orochimaru's footsteps unnaturally moved towards Namikaze Minato. This man who is going to compete with him for the 4th Hokage position in the future, if you kill him here, no one will be able to compete with him for Hokage. However, Orochimaru stopped the idea of doing it. In fact, Orochimaru, you said that he did nothing to achieve his goal, as if he was. But he still has feelings for Sarutobi Hiruzen and Konoha, even after defecting. In the collapse of Konoha, Orochimaru did not intend to kill Sarutobi Hiruzen. Instead, it was more like showing off to Sarutobi Hiruzen the results of his experiments over the years. It seems to be telling Sarutobi Hiruzen, who told you not to choose me as the 4th Hokage, regret it. Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was thinking about countermeasures in the center of the camp, did not notice Orochimaru's weird behavior. Because Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart is full of worries. Uchiha Makoto actually awakened Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. It was the eyes of the legendary Uchiha Madara that only awakened. It is with these eyes that Uchiha Madara can fight with Senju Hashirama, the god of ninjas. How could such a talent be used as a pawn 10 years ago? If Uchiha Makoto can be in Konoha's lineup, then Konoha doesn't have to look at Cloud Shinobi village in this way. Moreover, she defeated Konoha's army alone and escaped. Before Yayoi Zion made a move, Konoha was already dead. If this continues, can Konoha still be able to defend this battle? Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart is full of worries. Yayoi Zion, who took our supplies and attacked us, is really shameless. At the same time, Shimura Danzo was furious. At first, I said I could pay a sum of supplies. Cloud Shinobi village couldn't get it. Now it seems that the agreement has broken. And he was almost killed by a sword by Uchiha Makoto just now. Fortunately, I run fast, otherwise I will die on the battlefield this time. What's the use of these now? Without strength, they can only be slaughtered by others. Orochimaru said gloomily that he was the only one among Konoha who had come into contact with Zion 7 years later. In the past 7 years, Yayoi Zion's strength has grown to an extremely terrifying point, and Orochimaru can't believe it. The other party actually controlled the power to travel through time and space. A man who can do this kind of thing is probably almost the same as the legendary Sage of Six Paths. But what Orochimaru didn't know was that Zion hadn't really stepped into the Six Paths level yet. However, after the battlefield was over, and Ten Tails chakra was obtained, Zion was almost the real Six Paths level. But this action is probably not Yayoi Zion's original intention. After all, Yayoi Zion has not been seen from beginning to end. Quote, maybe Uchiha Makoto of Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan has successfully usurped power after awakening. With her hatred with Konoha, I am afraid she initiated this battle. Then Danzo's brain opened up, and his brain made up for Uchiha Makoto's murder of her husband. In fact, it is not a brain supplement. Danzo was not reconciled. Konoha paid so much supplies, but Cloud Shinobi village still broke the contract. Moreover, the contract was broken just after the war began. What is meant by Konoha was completely ignored, that's it. The front foot received my supplies, and the back foot came to slap me in the face, which was completely pressing Konoha to the ground and rubbing. So he felt that if Makoto usurped power, Konoha's situation would not be so bad. Hehe, Danzo, you really know how to make up stories. Orochimaru smiled. With Yayoi Zion's strength, even Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan might not be able to deal with it. Now Orochimaru doesn't have much interest in Sharingan, but is very interested in Zion's demon power. In his opinion, the power of the devil is a better ability than Sharingan. Master Naruto, I propose that this war, let's surrender directly. Chief Uchiha also stood up at this time and proposed to Sarutobi Hiruzen. Patriarch Uchiha, presumptuous, what do you mean? Before Sarutobi Hiruzen could speak, Danzo slapped the table and shouted. In fact, the relationship between the Uchiha clan and the Konoha clan has eased. After all, the Cloud Shinobi village is too strong, and the Konoha clan did not dare to fall out with the Uchiha clan. But it does not mean that the Konoha seniors did not guard against the Uchiha clan. After all, the Uchiha clan has 2 pairs of Mangekyo Sharingan, although the Uchiha clan leader once again became a Cyclops Zero. What do you mean? You have seen the strength of Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Do you think Konoha has a chance to win this way? That's the eyes Uchiha Madara once had. Don't you know what kind of existence Uchiha Madara is? Chief Uchiha was also excited. In the war just now, Uchiha Makoto took the lead in attacking him, causing him to lose another eye. And the Uchiha people also suffered heavy losses. The Uchiha clan is afraid to meet Uchiha Makoto again, and the Uchiha clan may be annihilated by her. You fool, do the Uchiha clan want to escape? Danzo saw Patriarch Uchiha's thoughts, and this guy was obviously scared and persuaded. Danzo, shut up, Chief Uchiha, stop arguing. It is impossible to surrender. Even if you surrender, will Cloud Shinobi village abide by the agreement? Sarutobi Hiruzen saw that the two were about to quarrel, and even fought, and hurriedly stopped. He actually thought about surrendering just now, but Sarutobi Hiruzen felt it was impossible to surrender. Konoha paid such a large amount of supplies to Neil and Tim Cloud Shinobi village, but was still beaten in the face. Even if the surrender agreement is signed, Cloud Shinobi village will honestly agree. That's impossible, so Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that he had to fight. Well, Lord Naruto, I found the trail of Cloud Shinobi village. They chased and killed them. At this moment, a Konoha shinobi hurriedly reported to Sarutobi Hiruzen. What, you chased me so soon? All the people at the top of Konoha were a little flustered. I was in the country of Yun just now, and Cloud Shinobi village was forgiven for making a move, but now I have retreated to the territory of the country of fire. This is Konoha's home game, and Cloud Shinobi village dare to take the initiative to attack. Is this not afraid of Konoha's ambush? Who came after it? Was it Uchiha Makoto or 4th Raikage? Sarutobi Hiruzen asked. Neither, it's Kushina and Cloud Shinobi 7 ninjas, plus 1,000 Cloud Shinobi village ninjas. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.